exciting seasons of the MPL, the league has still yet to have its first two-time winner. Those who used to be on top are now gone, and with the chaotic roster shuffle that transpired in between seasons, those who were once friends are now foes. These are signs that the league, after 4 seasons, is still filled with close games, miraculous upsets, and life-changing plays. Now, with the 5th season of the MPL upon us, who knows who will rise from the rest this time and claim the crown? Regardless of what happens, one thing is certain, that the Mobile Legends scene in the Philippines is alive, and there's no better time than now to start watching it.
Welcome to Mobile Legends!
Yes, welcome po dito sa Mobile Legends Bang Bang Professional League Season 5. At ngayon, 2 series po ang ating matutunghayan in between. Ang unang-una, it's gonna be Bren Esports laban sa ULVL. At sa ikalawang series naman, that's gonna be Blacklist International versus BSB. Pero bago ang lahat, pasalamatan muna natin ang ating mga sponsor that this is presented to us by Smart, our official sponsor, Realme smartphone, and our official gaming headset, Logitech. And this event is organized by Munton. Medyo naglag ako ng konti doon, pero kasama ko dito sa ating panel, Midnight and Shinbu. Unang laban natin, that's gonna be Bren Esports ULVL. What do you think was gonna be happening in this match?
Well, one thing to consider is kung ano muna yung obvious headline between these two teams, no? Bren Esports is like a foundation na parang nasa Bible na talaga ng MPL at ng Mobile Legends Bang Bang. But upper level is a new team.
Yeah.
That is the thing. Clearly, upper level is gonna be, upper, no? Sa pangalan nila, is gonna be going into this match as an underdog against Bren. So there's a clear challenge there. Expectations would fall heavily in favor of Bren.
Oh, definitely. Ito na ito na yung parang proof na makikita natin kung anong level pa talaga yung team ng yung dalawang team na to kasi for the longest time ang dami nagtatanong nasan ba yung U level. I think no pun intended dito. They need more levels for the squad, and especially yung last performance nila hindi ganun kaganda, and they're facing against one of the heaviest opponents. Mind you, Bren Esports, they're still yet to lose a series. So baka magtuloy-tuloy or baka mapigilan ng U level. So both ends of the affair dito, spectrum talagang mabigat kasi Bren Esports on the other end, parang pinapatunayan nila na sila talaga yung malakas dito eh. Magiging totoo yung hashtag Bren lang malakas. Or U level, papapatunayan nila na, ops, joke time lang yung mga sinasabi nyo rito kasi kaya pa rin naman talaga namin makisabayan.
Totoo yan, totoo yan. Pero siguro, medyo given to, na medyo it's like a David on Goliath in between the two teams. Maraming pwedeng ipakita dito ang upper level. Pero ito sa inyong harapan, the group standings natin. As of the moment, week 3 na tayo dito sa ating regular season ng Season 5. Gaya nga ng sabi natin, Bren Esports yet to lose a single series dito sa atin. Followed by Sunspark, Execration, Blacklist International, and SJD Omega. That's actually our top 5. Yung makakalaban ngayon ng Bren Esports dito is actually on the 7. Well, ito, it goes up, it goes down. Medyo mabilis to in regards with the point kasi point system tayo dito sa regular Season 5. Pero the best thing or a question siguro dito in between, ano ba sa tingin nyo ang pwedeng ipakita ng U-level dito na pwedeng ipanggulat nila sa Bren Esports?
Actually, yung matalo lang nila, makaisang game, no? Makaisang game actually against Bren Esports. Cannot be denied, ha? Right now for our running group standings as we enter this is already on week 3, di ba? As we enter the 4th week, halos halfway na tayo ng buong regular season natin. Makaisa lang eh. Makaisa lang. I'm not saying na yun ang goal nila, dapat. Pero kahit makaisa lang sila against Bren, that will actually set them up for the next weeks, for the next day. You have to take note naman ang ganda ng start ng upper level. There's the hype, no? 2-0, di ba? Tapos yun lang nadali na 0-2 bigla. Yun yung sorpresa doon. So, kung makakuha sila kahit isang game with Bren, more so maka 2-0 sila or 2-1 with Bren, na sila ng series dito, it will set their confidence and the work to cut out for them for the whole regular season para sa mga susunod pang araw ng regular season. So there's a demand at least makaisa.
Totoo yan. Well, actually, I totally agree with Shinbu. I mean, one game, hindi lang moral yung mabubusi. I mean, yung upcoming na mga magiging laban ng upper level, marami yung magbabago. Kasi dito sa regular season 5 natin, walang bigayan.
Yeah.
Bugbugan talaga, all strategy, nilalapag yan kasi every point counts. How about you, Midnight? What do you think na pwedeng gawin dito ng upper level?
I think ito yung team na talagang kaya magdala ng unorthodox strategy this MPL kasi nakita natin yan against Geek Fam. Although yung Geek Fam, they're not the best team to measure with kung ano ba yung kung nasan yung scaling potential ng ULVL, pero at least nakikita natin na confident tong team na to maglabas ng mga bagong strategy. And that is the main weakness of Bren Esports. Kasi pag nakikita natin may bago yung kalaban nila, hindi sila nakakapag-adapt kagad. They need a lot of room for them to completely adjust kung ano yung dadalhin ng kalaban nila. Nakita natin yan sa laban ng Sunsparks. They themselves brought a new strategy. Pero again, kailangan mo ng oras para sa roster na to na talagang ma-execute nila yung idea in its full potential. Now, against ULVL, may certain factor kasi talaga yung surprise na pag pinaghahanda nyo itong match na to, tapos iba yung nakita nyo. That destroys yung complexity ng ginagawang strategy ng dalawang teams na to. And that gives ULVL the upper hand kasi sila yung nagdadala ng bago. Kabisado nila kung paano tatakbo yung laro. And Bren Esports, sila naman yung anong gagawin natin, pre? Mag-a-adjust tayo dito, anong mga kailangan natin gawin for the next game. So definitely, may lason yung ULVL against Bren Esports. Pero ang lamang naman kasi ng Bren Esports dito is yung experience. With a lot of coaches on their back end, talagang siguro mapaghahandaan nila yung ULVL. Pero again, yung surprise factor kasi ang laking lason nun.
Yeah. Speaking of experience, I would like to inform everyone dito na nanonood sa atin that it's gonna be an online match. Like what I've said, yung experience, laging lamang dyan yung mga dati nang naglalaro sa liga because they're gonna be playing live on stage. Pero ngayon kasi it's gonna be a different level dahil they're gonna be playing on their respective bootcamps. So, would you think ba that's gonna be an boost para sa kanila? Like, mas sinuwerte ba somehow dito ang ULVL? Or it's gonna be the same pa rin naman dahil parehas pa rin. I mean, kasi, given na to, meron tayong like connection issues, hindi natin yan maiiwasan. Pero, set that aside, parehas, pero the only difference is they're gonna be playing on the bootcamp at wala yung pressure ng may nanonood sa'yo dito sa harap. How about you, Shinbo? Ano what do you think?
My thought on that is, totoo yun, walang pressure ng nanonood sa'yo dito sa harapan. Yung upper level actually yung magbe-benefit dyan kasi I do feel it would be no surprise na bagong-bagong experience sa kanila yung ganito. Of course, performing on stage, di ba? Playing in front of the stage. Sa Bren, sakto lang din. Pero ang maganda kasi talaga if they're playing from their home as well. Number one, safe.
Yes, totoo
Number
yan.
one, safe.
Yeah.
Walang ibang reason, guys. That's the headline of everything right now during this time. And number two, comfortable eh. Doon talaga sila sanay eh, di ba? As in, there's very little excuse.
Yeah.
There's very little excuse when it comes to what will happen within the game. Kasi again, andun sila sa environment kung saan sila pinaka na-replicate lahat ng mga ginagawa nila sa mga practice nila araw-araw. So, ayun, I just want to point out though, no, yung sa surprise factor, talagang totoo yun, surprise lang talaga makakahula sa Bren kasi experience ang dala nila eh.
Yeah.
So bagong experience.
Actually, may
lang
lason
din.
pa nga yung experience eh. Kasi nakita natin yan for the longest time, Season 3, Season 4, Bren, and Signal Ultra. Ito yung mga teams na talagang ang tikas ng ulo na ayaw mag-adjust sa meta. And yung mga bagong teams like Onyx, di ba? Sila yung nagpapasok ng kung ano and hindi nila naiintindihan kung ano yun. And ngayon, Bren Esports, yes, it's a new roster, pero ito pa rin mga veterano pa rin to eh. So may tigas pa rin ng ulo. So kailangan lang nilang i-open up yung mundo nila dito na pwedeng manggulat yung ULVL.
Maybe adjust on the fly.
Yeah.
No, adjust on the fly. Manifestation naman yun ng isang experience na team, no? Pero ayun, importante lang sana na
Be open.
may bago talaga and be open sila kasi I think yun din yung talagang pwedeng pang-pierce sa armor dito ng Bren by ULVL.
Yes. Well, ito just an additional info lang in regards with the changes. I think Basic will not be playing for upper level on the specific match in between Bren Esports.
Interesting.
Basic the basic. Naka-funnel sa kanya most of the time yung mga previous games nila. He's actually the one who's making up for the team. Pero having him removed dito sa laban nila, specifically, Bren Esports pa yung kalaban nila, which is the #1 seed natin dito for the regular season. How would you think that would affect? Or possible ba na ito na yung lason na sinasabi mo, Midnight?
Ang laking pilay nun kasi for the longest time, yun yung doon nagre-revolve yung laro ng ULVL. So maybe malaking problem to for ULVL, pero I don't think yun yung magiging downfall nila.
Yeah. I think we have an announcement yata, no? To roll out para dito sa ating mga audience right now. So there we go, no?
Yes. Well, the special announcement would be in view of the imposition of an 8 p.m. curfew. All regular season matches starting tomorrow will be held online from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. So may slight change tayo. So medyo mapapaaga na tayo mga kaibigan. Kung on the past weeks, 6 p.m. onwards tayo nagsisimula. It's gonna be 1 p.m. na ngayon.
No. So, well, Ano, okay lang yun. Basta safe.
Yes.
Yun lang yung importante.
Safety first,
Yeah.
stay indoor. Kung hindi naman mahalaga, as much as possible yun.
Iwas
sa
puyat
bahay.
din, di ba? Iwas puyat din. Para healthy tayo lagi.
Wow, coach na coach.
Oo.
Hindi naman.
Pero ito na,
Sakto lang.
nagsisimula na the drafting phase in between ULVL, Bren, Esports, and I think the first ban would go to the ULVL. Sa ganitong sitwasyon, they be getting out the Kufra. Medyo no, in regards sa mga pool ng both of these teams, medyo mas malawak on the Bren Esports.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely. Yeah.
Pero what do you think, Midnight? Ano yung mga pwedeng ipanggulat dito ng U-Level na hindi pa natin nakikita on the previous matches?
I think that one, yung Zask na binanang yung Bren Esports. So again, ito yung experience ng isang team na talagang punong-puno ng veterans. At the same time, maraming coach. Tinatanggal nila yung mga factor na talaga pwede manggulat sa kanila. And on the other hand, for U-Level, we haven't seen them run the new strategies na pinapatakbo ng mga teams natin na double fighters, may yung execution nga, diba, triple fighters pa. So I think may upper hand pa rin naman yung U-Level kasi you've only seen a certain strategy run by U-Level, which is the Zask, and at the same time siguro yung Johead. So Bren Esports, pwede nilang tanggalin lahat yon, pero again, you can't expect everything na pwedeng ibata sa'yo ng U-Level.
Alright, so makikita mo rin dito no sa running draft natin, on the pattern here, Bren Esports is removing the capacity of U-Level to actually force an effective siege,
Yeah.
no? Force an effective tower push. That leaves though the first pick available para sa side ng U-Level and open ang mga tulad nila, si Cecilion dito.
Yeah.
So, siguro yun yung ayaw ng Bren. Mas gusto ng Bren ngayon lumaban.
Oo.
Instead of protecting their turrets, instead of reacting no against U-Level, willing sila na ibigay sa U-Level ang tulad ng isang Cecilion or
Yeah.
maybe a Digi or
Or
those
even
supports na pinaprioritize and even the Ling, no? Willing na ibigay ng Bren Esports kaysa sa naghahabol sila ng Torre. We might be seeing a very action-packed laban.
Tsaka in regards with din sa ban dito ng Bren Esports, they're actually removing the comfortable heroes
Yeah,
dito
yun nga eh.
ng U-Level.
Medyo surprising nga kasi Bren Esports, they run the same thing. They run the Kimi strat.
Yes, yes.
And siguro, parang pinipili nila ng Bren dito kung ano yung gusto nilang laban against U-Level. And I'm pretty sure na ina-expect nila yung mga picks like Selena, Farsa. And I really like this one, Bren, picking up the show. It's a very good hero to have against a Farsa. At the same time, it shuts down a lot. The only thing na sigurong lulusot sa mga mata ng Bren Esports dito is yung Digi. Pero they switch it up with the Tams and Nana.
Thamu.
They're taking a bait of U-Level
team
dito, no?
is picking.
Actually, I feel like U-Level is leaving out some picks open once more by prioritizing that Farsa. Ladies and gentlemen, they did over on the show, no?
Yes.
But they went for something more safe.
Lane.
Has better lane control once more
Your
on the
team
in the form of
is
the Tams. And you have some freedom as well to go marksman pa rin.
Yeah.
Route on
Granger.
your composition. Ayun na nga,
Your
Granger.
team
Just
is
because you
banned.
have the Nana.
Yeah.
But that leaves the lane open, yeah. And then, lots of pick up na ngayon sa U-Level. U-Level is willing to fight na dito.
Yeah. Medyo surprising nga kasi most of the times if the enemy picks up the Ling, nagiging sagot dito is yung carry. Kasi the problem with Granger is ang dali lang niyang hulihin kapag ikaw yung Ling. At the same time, hindi reliable yung damage source. Kasi again, Granger, sobrang unidirectional
Yes.
yung burst damage yan.
Linear.
And nadadodge yung mga yan
Yung
with the
Rhapsody.
unli dashes, diba?
Oo.
So Bren Esports, they opted to go for the early game marksman over the carry. I think the idea behind here is kailangan nilang i-utilize yung
Your
early game
team
advantage
is
yung meron yung lineup nila. If you look at U-Level's lineup, they are waiting for a lot of things. Number one, yung kick ni Cho.
Probably midnight, no? Baka dahil sa Farsa din, di ba? Yung
Yeah,
pick up
that's
na Granger.
that's the idea na parang may burst damage
May
siya
burst
against
na.
Farsa.
Oo.
Pero kung usapang late game kasi, you can outscale
Ah,
the
yes.
Ling
Oo.
with the carry. Definitely for Bren Esports, kung magkakari nga sila dito, pwede nila ipares yung Esmeralda just to have that early game mage controller. Kasi hindi naman kailangan si Granger nagbubuhat. Mind you, ang dali pa rin pinsa niyan. If you're the Ling, tas Granger rin nasa harap mo, parang ang sarap karnihin nun eh.
Sa likod.
Diba?
Makita mo lang mag-rondo yun eh. Tatalong ka na eh, no?
Ulti ka agad eh, diba?
Well,
Ganyan.
looking at this draft, para sa ULVL, parang medyo tricky din to to be honest. I mean, Parsa, hindi mo pa rin sure is gonna be going for a position for even on the mid side.
Hylos.
Pero,
Yeah.
given on
Your
the Bren
team
Esports,
is
medyo
picking.
nakikita mo na yung buo ng nila dito, ng strategy nila dito. It's all gonna be going doon sa Granger. Meanwhile, dito naman sa U-Level, still, hindi pa nila masabi kung ano talaga yung pinaka-rotation nila or even paano nila i-execute ng tama, which leaves Bren thinking
Harley.
kung paano sila
Carmilla.
go. Pero ito na,
Your
nilapag
team
na nila
is
dito, ladies and gentlemen. That's gonna be two mages. What do you think about that, Shinbu?
Two mages. Get a Harley here.
Well,
Where does that fit, man?
Support yung Farsa definitely.
Possible.
Then this is a tank Carmilla. We've seen that a lot. Pero there is an impending Esmeralda pick for Bren Esports. I don't think they have the damage to take her down, especially with the high loss.
I
Okay, Harit.
think they just want to layer the catching potential against the
Yeah.
Granger. That could be one. And even punish the Nana on the backline. Ganun. They have a nice entry here for the backline. Halos hindi ko ma-imagine na makakatakas yung backline ng Bren Esports dito sa ULVL just because of that Carmilla nga lang. Tapos meron ka pang Nana, tapos meron pang Ling eh. Pero ewan ko ang lakas ng wall ng Bren ngayon. That's the thing. Ang lakas ng frontline nila if they force things with ULVL. So,
with the Hylos and as well with the Damos. Pero syempre, the draft has been given dito mga kaibigan. ULVL Bren Esports on our first series. Midnight, tatanungin kita, who would you go for this one?
You know, I'll be honest with you, pag namatay si Carl dito on the Harit, maglalapag ako ng 20 pesos. There's no lockdown. Yes, may show. Pero ang daming, sige, 5 piso. Ang daming pang-protekta kay Harit. Number 1, there's a glorious pathway. Nakita natin yan, ginamit ang execution kahapon, yung strategy na may laging may sustain kay Harit. And number 2, yung Ling mo, against sa Harit, that matchup alone is not good for ULVL. At the same time, dinagdagan pa ng early game pressure, which is the Granger. So I really like the idea behind the Granger pick, kahit pa mas gusto ko sana yung carry kasi scaling eh. Pero it's a very safe early game pressure for Bren Esports. So I think this is a dominant early game for Bren.
How about you,
You're
Shay?
voting Bren, no?
Yeah, Bren.
I believe mas maganda yung draft ng Bren talaga dito kumpara sa upper level. But I'll put my faith there. Feeling ko naman alam nung upper level yun eh. Bakit sila naglagay ng sobrang ganong kasakit at lambot na composition? I'm voting ULVL.
ULVL. So 1-1 dito sa ating panel. Ako usually yung magbe-break na to. But definitely, I will be going for Bren Esports for this one. That's gonna be a 2-1 dito sa aming mga panel. Pero syempre, let's go ahead and see, listen kung ano ang masasabi. Casters, take it away.
Here in the caster's desk, my name is Wolf with Osiris. Interesting points from the panel. They voted for Bren Esports.
Yes.
One of them voted for ULVL, but just out of, I don't know, pity or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they just want to balance out the votes, but then we clear.
It's weird.
By the history, by the run we're seeing right now, I think it's going to Bren.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I really like the draft for Bren Esports. It doesn't look that good for ULVL because of many things, right? I think the panel was so on point when they said that the Harith will have a free game. I think that ULVL does not have any ways to solve this problem.
Yes.
And truth be told, Carl TZ will only die here if he makes the mistake himself.
Yeah, so an overcommitment, which is usually we're seeing for some complacent games or if you're having a good time. But all in all, ULVL, they got the comfort picks, they got the Ling, they got the Cho and the Farsa, which is really good. But then you have the Harley and a Carmilla, which is a bit different. So I'm not sure how they're going to solve the free game for Carl TZ and then to back it up with a good sustain from Coco and a good Molina. This really be a big problem.
I like that Escanor is like putting a lot of pressure on the top side of the map, which kind of really attracted the attention of Bren Esports. A little bit of a four-man diversion here at the top lane as they take out the first blood belonging to ULVL.
That was quick. They know that this will be a ticking time bomb because Carl TZ and that Harith will be starting off the fights when he's going to jump onto the level 4.
Yep.
But then the Granger, no protection. Nana being on the bottom side. As a Granger, you can really do something right now.
What I like, however, about the lineup of ULVL is that it does have a win condition still.
Whoa!
Let's just say that Bren Esports does have the lead in terms of like the draft, like the ease of execution.
Well balanced.
However, I think at ULVL they still
That's
have
the
a little
one.
bit of win condition here. But you did say Carl TZ, that's a problem. You have this Carl TZ Harith 1-0-1. Having the time of his life, actually, first 2 minutes of the game.
Actually, this is odd, but right now we are seeing Lasty just going to suffer a bit of a damage, but then few resumes on his usual farm. But yeah, on the bottom side, you're going to let the Harith free farm. Yes, you were taking down the Granger, but
Deb.
he's...
Deb,
that was too much. Flame Strike wasn't able to catch on, but
My
then
goodness.
few... A bullet into the head will seal the deal. But here comes Carl TZ into the mid lane, wrecking havoc all around. But still, no casualty for ULVL. It's just them.
You know what? We were talking about ULVL's problems in the draft already, and we are seeing a lot of it as of now. We mentioned that they should not be creating any mistakes, but they just did. Trying to use Deb to chase that one, so that's already a problem now. They will have to endure this, and it's very hard though.
Flame shot, that's going to be another kill as Rebo's going down. Few also, Coco being left here. 3-man from ULVL, but here comes Carl TZ. He's the one who's going to save everyone. Here comes also Deb trying to run for his life, while on the other side, that's going to be Escanor and Unseen just fighting. Lusty all alone. Coco with the taunt.
What I like about this movement from Bren Esports is that
Oh,
not
no.
only did they get kills, but they will also try to get for the blue buff. But nice
Better.
counter in there coming out from ULVL. Might go and take down
Oh,
Lusty,
no.
and indeed they will. Unseen to secure the buff, but Few finds the target,
Whoa.
takes him
The
down.
burst.
Burst is real. Deb will try to defend Secret. Secret is safe for now. But that was a good counter punish from Bren Esports.
Yes, and ULVL, you told me that there's some good things about this draft. One is mobility, one is burst, another one is the good range. But you can see on the replay, it was a really good timing for the feathered airstrike plus Secret's Harley with all of those damage, even unseen on that Tempest Blade. But really, it was just Lusty. You didn't take down any of those big damages as Cartesia and Few was able to dish out big damages.
The bigger problem that ULVL has to answer right now is the objective taking potential of Bren Esports. I'm not seeing them defending, but they will try to take down the Thams, and indeed they will be successful in doing so, but they had to commit for Bren Esports. Their reaction is to go to the top lane to push that turret, and they will be successful in doing so.
Yes, and this is not just the top tower being pushed. Yes, it was left in a sliver of health, but the wave is going to clear that one. But the mid also, there's a huge pressure as Lusty goes for those big cleanups. And for man resources, you're having a problem right now. You're investing 4-man for a rotation against Few, 4-man rotation against Coco, and you're not entirely answering Cartesia. You're just dodging the bullets, and the bomb isn't diffusing anytime. Remember, Few is the backup plan right here. Cartesia doing his best to manage the early game, and they are eyeing into this mid
very
lane.
Nice connection with the
Oh my
smooch.
goodness.
Now they will try to go for Secret. Space Escape already used. Gory's pathway is going to be there as well. Now Bren Esports,
He needs
with
backup.
everything that they've laid down the floor, they were able to take out the turret in the middle and quickly transitioning into the buff. This is one of the nicest things about Bren Esports. They are very on point when it comes
Yes.
to controlling enemy buffs. Imagine that kind of fluid movement. After pushing the turret in the middle, they were able to secure their own buff
And-
onto the enemy side.
Ooh, not just the buff as they are eyeing into the bottom side, but here comes the fight as they are taking down one by one. Few with the really sweaty palms right there. Tempest Blade wasn't able to hit anyone. Secret needs to back out, but this will be another open tower for the Bren Esports squad.
Few is very comfortable with this Granger. Uses the cannon as kind of a meat fodder as he will try to secure the turret onto the bottom lane. It's Few, one of the best Granger players here in the Philippines.
Oh, Coco.
Want to go for Coco this time, but he will be able to run away. By the way, Bren Esports having Few on this Granger. You already know that already gained a gold medal for the
Yeah.
Philippines because of this hero.
You gotta respect the guy, and letting that being in the hands of Few, you're just giving him the comfort he needs. Especially that right now, Turtles are in the hands of Bren. Flame Shot, once again, hitting most of those one-shot tricks.
Yeah.
And they're running a 2-man Flame Shot, which is really good. And we know that on the next patch, this will hit a big nerf.
Yeah. Now they are abusing it. They want to go for Coco this time with 3
Whoa.
or 4 members. I'm going to go for the Thams. They're taking a lot of time,
Whoa.
actually. Coco's still surviving, but obviously he will fall. But
Oh,
might be
flame shot.
Lusty. Nice flame shot to cancel the recall, as we are going to see a little bit of movement against Escanor out top lane or bottom lane.
Let's see, Escanor, is he going to do something big? Just a bit,
Molina's going to be
the
great if
slippery
he's able to land it, but
show.
not going to be the case.
Yep, he was being saved by the dash. And no answer with Coco going down, but a huge rotation from the guys of Bren. And they are going in, going hard as Cartesia was
goodness.
able to take down Deb as easy as a snap of a
Oh,
Thanos.
and he's not done. Want to go for
Oh.
Unseen this time, but the punish,
Oh.
the deadly magic in there. They will take on the Harith. Nice punish from ULVL as Bren Esports, little bit too aggressive on that play.
That's the one we're talking about. Overcommitment, and he's being easy. Remember, we're not seeing basic, not the big mechanical guy we're seeing, but then they were able to pull off a kill against Cartesi, which is his mistake. We've seen that one. Coco going hard against Escanor, but Escanor doesn't want really to pursue that fight as they are pursuing a different suspect right here. Moving on to the top side.
They do have the Way of the Dragon, and they are threatening Coco this time, but already away. Lusty finds Escanor. The stun will be there. A little bit of pushback, but in comes the Farsa with a feathered airstrike. Lusty taking so much damage. Deadly Magic going to be cast, but the Glorious Pathway really just takes away ULVL's aggressiveness at this point.
Yeah, he just wanted to use it defensively, but they are eyeing into the turtle as that Link going for a split push, not entirely contesting the turtle, but this will be again in the hands of few. 4 members of Bren Esports moving on to the top side. Coco being left out onto the bottom side, dealing with Chu. So this will be an easy tower.
Very easy turret take from Bren Esports, and that's only one outer tower left for ULVL. Flame shot connection onto Secret. Secret forced to use his space escape. Now Deadly Magic gonna be cast. Taking a lot of damage. Rebo with the on-point smooch versus Secret.
Easy damage after that stun from Lusty. It was damage all around, and it was a 3 to 4 bullets that really seals the deal. And they are going to finish the second tower into the mid lane, and all of the second towers are being cleaned up by the yellow squad.
Oh, top lane, there is an Escanor versus Cartesi Derby 1v1, but
of course.
it's Cartesi to win that. We know that usually Cho will be able to win it in a 1v1 versus the Harith, but Cartesi, with a masterful play of this Harith, able to win the duel versus Escanor.
Yeah, I think he missed some of those dashes because if you have the Way of the Dragon, there's a higher chance that you can burst a Harith. Yeah, and missing one of that skill point, that's going to be a big problem. And Chu...
Lusty connects with the stun against Chu. This could be bad for ULVL.
Deb will be paying the price as that's going to be the transform to save Rebo. But then that's going to be another kill into the hands of Bren Esports. Really good target. And Deb, he's really not having a good time. No taunts with those recalls.
Some recall taunts. Bren Esports, they are in a very good spot right now, eliminating all of the outer turrets for ULVL. Now Chu is gonna have a worse time looking for a farm at this point. It's not easy to get out of your base. It's not easy to go around the jungle right now.
4-man rotation. We're gonna see Coco will be the primary target once again, but this will open a lot of window for the Lord. Yes, Chu will be dancing all around with the blades, taking down Coco, but then this will be a free Lord, and Escanor may pay the price. Molina wasn't able to catch him. That's going to be a flicker, but Few, Way of the Dragon. This will be a trade. No, indeed, as Few will be the ones who's going to save his life. Deb trying to get closer again. You don't want it to die. Remember, Escanor is down already. No flickers, and you got to defend the base right now.
And game IQ for a Few on point, knowing exactly where Escanor will try to flee in the middle with the Lord in there. Stun connects onto Unseen. He will try to wings my wings away, but it will be successful for a little bit, but he might not be able to help his teammate right now.
That's what's scary, because if you're going to feathered airstrike, you can just go Glorious Pathway into the Salmon Force, into the Chrono Dashes, into the 6 feet below, as Cartesi taking down ULVL 1 by 1. Yes, they are dancing inside the base. This might be the disrespect, but then Coco is pushing onto the bottom, and this might be Bren Esports eyeing for the prize.
They definitely will be able to take the base this time, killing off the Carmilla. Next is the Farsa,
Easy.
and the base finally, Bren Esports for game 1.
Yeah, it was non-stop action. It was again and again.
Yeah, we did mention that this is an easier. We did mention that this is an easier game.
Yes.
For Bren Esports, and it really looked like a very easy game for them because of the draft, right?
Yeah.
And we could see that ULVL, they cannot afford to make a mistake.
Yes.
And then they did a lot of times, and it made it even easier for Bren Esports to finish this game.
Yeah, and then that was a 4-man investment against Coco, which is a usual offlane setup.
Yeah.
Or a usual TAMS setup sustain. With all of this time that he's been eating against the enemy squad, he's just giving more of those leeways and then farms from Few, from Cartes, he trades off against Escanor, against Dab. There's so many mistakes.
Yeah, there were many factors. There were many factors to consider, especially for U level, because they had a lot of issues going in for them, in order for them to win over this game. But you see, Bren Esports, even when they have the draft advantage, they even are more knowledgeable in terms of the in-game mechanics. You can see how many times they were able to trap their opponents.
Yep.
And I guess that we have to pass it on to the panel this time. Let's pass it on to the panel.
We were watching it, medyo messy in a sense yung naging yung nangyari for U-level. But somehow on the Bren side din, medyo hindi rin nila nagawa yung rotation nila mismo. What do you think about that?
Sobrang messy. Sabi ko nga kanina, pag namatay si, mamaya na. Pag namatay si Cartesi, bibigyan ko kayo ng mga ₱5. Okay, maganda. May tig-5 kayo dyan. Pero ano doon mo makikita na parang Bren Esports, yes, this is a draft that you're supposed to win, pero hindi ganun kalinis yung execution ng draft nila.
I feel like ang weird ng mga engages doon kanina.
Sobra.
No, parang nung naramdaman ng Bren Esports that ULVL is committing to these early mistakes much like yung ginawa nung Carmilla early game doon sa may mid lane.
Totoo.
Parang doon na nagka-aura yung Bren Esports na, laruin lang natin to, no? Hatawin lang natin, gano'n, sabayan lang natin. Kasi in essence, actually kung sabayan lang talagang usapan, again, draft pa lang, unang tingin talaga, Bren ka na eh.
Oh yeah,
Ganun
definitely.
pa lang eh.
Tsaka I'll be honest with you, yung early rotations talaga ng Bren Esports, it's not the best. Kasi nakita natin to even the game against Sunsparks and I believe Onyx game 1 and game 3 na dapat lamang sila in the early game rotations. Pero ang nangyayari kasi parang hindi nila alam saan sila dapat maglalaro, sinong hero yung kailangan nandito sa lane na to. That's why parang yung kalaban nila lagi nakakakuha ng kills. May mga nahuhuli doon sa ibang lane. Even Coco alone, na parang yes, sinasalo mo yung damage na dapat mo saluhin, pero walang nakukuhang trade yung Bren. Parang hindi siya trademark na yung Bren dati kasi kahit anong mangyari, kahit may napapatay, may nakukuha sila ng laging trade. Ngayon kasi yung value ng trading medyo nawawala. So nakikita natin talaga dumudumi yung laro ng Bren Esports. Again, this is the draft that you're supposed to win pero sobrang messy.
Parang walang asib lang dito na si Few lang. Parang si Few lang yung malinis dun sa laro niya.
Talagang trabaho lang. Sa signature hero rin naman talaga yan ni Few. Pero I totally agree with Shinbo yung nangyari about doon sa Carmilla. Yung sa mid na sobrang pwede mong iwasan yung death na yun eh. Medyo sobrang lumalim talaga doon si Deb. And regarding with what is Midnight is saying regarding na medyo messy nga in a way doon sa Bren Esport. But still, our MVP of the game, yung medyo pinagpustahan dito ni Midnight with just 2 deaths lang naman, still gonna be Carl TC, the Harriet natin, with a 7-2-5 KDA dito, ladies and gents. I think, though hindi naging maganda yung start, pero nag-perform pa rin naman. Carl TC up until the end.
Kasi ito talaga yung mindset nung draft nila. There's no real way for U-level to actually take down the Harriet. Nakita natin kanina muntigan, Escanor was able to at least touch the Harriet. Pero in a 5v5 engagement, that will never happen. Kasi number one, if you save the, if you kick yung si Cho, kapag sinipa niya si Harriet dito, there's a glorious pathway. Laging masusustain ni Hylos yung Harriet. And kapag hindi mo napatay si Harriet during those engagements, talagang hahabulin lang kayo, magtatakbo kayo, even the Ling will run away from this Harriet.
It's like casual pick din. Nung sinot ni Carlsy yung Harriet. Kasi nakita niya na naka-Harley yung kabila, di ba?
Walang pampatay eh. It's a Ling in the Harley.
Trade mo lang eh. Tapos dash out ka lang eh. The moment na trinay kayo engage ng ganitong composition. Tapos you have a really solid frontline din eh. Para dito sa upper level. Actually, very curious talaga regarding this matchup. I don't like na parang hayaan na lang ng upper level na maging underdog sila dito sa larong to. Again, isang one win ang makuha lang nila. Isang shoot lang. Isang one win lang. Malaking bagay yun. As in, makakuha lang sila statement here with Bren. And I'm still vouching na sana makatuwan man lang. Diba? Pwedeng yun eh. Kasi that is a headline for upper level. You don't... I'll mention some names. For example, panahon ng White Rascals. Diba? You don't want to be like that. Diba? You don't want panahon din siguro ng... yung mga bagong teams. Ang expectations kasi kaagad talaga sa bagong teams, mababa talaga. So you need to make a statement sa early time ng MPL eh. Hindi pwedeng sa simula pa lang may problem agad.
Yes,
diba?
totoo yan.
Team, diba?
Kumbaga, medyo yung kung makikita mo kasi yung naging rotation dito ng U-level, medyo somehow may yung kumbaga on the shot call itself, mismo pati yung chemistry din ng mga players nila. Gaya nga nasabi ni Prof B, si Unseen talagang ang hindi nakikita. Parang he lived to its name. So, pero syempre, you have to set aside game number 1. Kasi one game at a time. Ngayon, Bren Esports dito, they will still be banning the same heroes, Zaz, and as well with Akimi, picking the Digi first. Pero dito naman sa U-Level, they be removing Uranus and Crack, and picking naman sila naman, U-Level pala, I'm sorry, will be picking Parsa and Tamus. So, somehow on the draft, medyo nagkabaliktad sila. What do you think about this, Midnight?
You know, I don't actually like the Digi pick, pero it sets up the link kahit paano. Kasi U-level dito, they can definitely have countered the upcoming picks. Kasi pwede mong basahin eh. Ang daming iterations na pwedeng lumabas kapag first pick ng link yung kalaban mo. And kapag inisip mo kasi, lugi lahat ng, hindi naman lahat, pero majority of the scenarios. Now, U-level, they can definitely counter the link in this, with the last pick. I think still the Esmeralda is up for the taking, or even the carry for U-level.
Si hero pa rin eh.
Actually, we didn't even mention yung si Ribo kanina. It's actually 6-1 on the Nana.
Okay,
And dito, I think it's gonna be open. Giving yung meta natin ngayon, it's gonna be Digi and as well Nana. Would you think that's gonna be a good pick dito para sa Bren Esports?
For Bren,
I think baka hindi na pumasok yung
Yeah,
Nana
baka hindi
dito.
na.
Pero ayun nga, may ban na lang, no? It actually calls for being picked here by ULVL. Pwede dito. Kinusa ko paano nasushoot yung Hayabusa ulit dito sa running draft natin.
Yan yung parang saber dati nung season 1 na kapag nahuli ka talagang wala kang
Tuloy-tuloy.
takas. And the thing about Hayabusa is konti lang din kasi yung catch sa kanya ngayon. Yung mga pasok na heroes sa meta.
Yeah, lane pressure. Kasi don't expect, I mean, Hayabusa right now, even if it's pick here, I was supposed to say na hindi dapat pang pick up yung Hayabusa dito, pang lane pressure lang. Kasi I don't expect the Hayabusa to catch the Digi, in my opinion. Kasi lagi may kasama yan. Diba? Lagi may kasama yung Digi. Pero ngayon, if this Cyclops, ano lang naman, hovers lang naman. No? Pero, ayun, siguro lane pressure lang. At least they can do the 4-1. Kasi yun yata yung expectations ng ULVL. Ang setup kasi ng ng Digi is you'd make an effective 4 if you go a 4-1 composition dito.
Yes.
No? Kaya siguro nagiging priority rin yung Digi.
Medyo mapapaisip ka talaga kung where would the Hayabusa would actually fit. Pero they're gonna be putting here a Leo Mord. So, medyo tricky. There's a part of me na I'm not sure kung sila yung team na gumawa nito is actually using Leo Mord sa may mid lane. Kasi kung makikita mo dito, Tamos would definitely gonna be on one side of the map. It's either top or bottom, and as well with the Hayabusa. So you only fit in the Leo Mord onto the mid lane.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Midnight?
It's the classic na meta na talagang tinatanggal yung mga mage. Sabi ng mga teams dito, sawa na kami. Kasi yung mage, pag walang blue buff, walang silbi. So, nirelegate nila sa support. Ngayon, U-level, they have this amazing lineup talagang kaya lumaban in the early stages of the game. You have a Tams, you have a Leomord, dalawang hero na talagang nagsusustain ng lane. And you have Hayabusa. So, it puts a lot of pressure on the side of Bren Esports na guys, kailangan natin gumalaw. That's why they picked up Cho. Actually, sobrang laking counter niyan against the Leomord and the Hayabusa. I don't really like kung ano yung hino-hover ng U-level dito, which is the Cyclops.
That's gonna be the first, if I'm not mistaken, the first Cyclops pick dito sa regular season 5. And let's see kung paano magsiscale up yan. Ngayon, nakita na natin yung draft, mga kaibigan. Bren Esports, U-Level. Ikaw ang una kong tatanungin dito, Midnight. Drafting-wise, who would you go for?
Bren Esports. There's no tank on the side of U-Level.
Dapat ako una mong tinanong eh.
You can make an argument na pwedeng support tong Thumbs, pero against this kind of lineup ng Bren Esports, there's a Ling na may potential magbuhat in the mid-game and walang sasalo sa side ng U-Level. This is a pretty easy game for Bren Esports.
How about you, Shinbo?
Sabi mo with this kind of lineup ng Bren Sa akin, what is that lineup of upper level? Pero putting my heart on upper level, sige, upper level.
Puso!
U-level, puso. Puso na lang.
Well, since ako...
Same reason ng game 1 lang.
Ako gusto ko rin na maging 3-game series to. I would say gonna be going sa upper level dahil medyo merong bago. Sabi nga natin may lason ang upper level dito. Baka yung Cyclops na nga yung maging lason dito. It's gonna be a 2-1 dito sa aming mga panel. Pero syempre, we would like to hear more sa ating mga casters. Take it away.
I don't know, Cyrus. This is such a weird draft from U-Level. Not the best one to rely on if you want to force the game 3. Nevertheless, we will be casting your game. My name is Wolf. I'm with the Cyrus. This is game 2 of Bren Esports versus U-Level. How about you? What do you think about it? How do you feel about this draft?
Yes, they told us it was the last one or the poison.
Yeah.
That might change the tides of the game, but then the Cyclops is a Cyclops, and there's a reason why it's not on the competitive side.
If you look at the matchup, maybe you could argue that Cyclops might work. I'm saying this because if you look at their 1v1s, imagine Cyclops can take down anyone.
Yes, with the burst in the range.
But that doesn't mean that he will not be taken down himself. So in terms of killing, I'm not going to doubt U-Level's prowess in terms of killing. But when it comes to the actual team fights, they will suffer. This time, U-Level, they do have their mid Leomord, which worked before and
Yep.
might work again.
Which is in the hands of Basic. But then this will be secret, and this will be the problem. You can see that there's a potential burst as Escanor might be getting those bit of a damage. No? And going back onto the ULVL lineup, I think the problem is that you can peel with this heavy damage lineup. No tanks. Yes, you have a Thams, but then a Carmilla, a Kufra, a Ling, a Cho can
Yeah.
just jump into the backlines.
Definitely. They are easy targets here for Bren Esports. And this is a support Cyclops. It's not a mid Cyclops whatsoever. So it's definitely used for the ultimate, which is very good lockdown
Yeah.
for one specific hero. And there's enough damage from U-level to burst down their opponents if they do find the targets. But that doesn't really solve any problems yet. Now they will have a problem against Coco.
Whoa.
1v2 wins the battle. And now Escanor cannot find Coco at this point, and there's no
Oh, the
way for
reset
him.
of the dash.
Might go down because of that. And that is a double kill for Coco. Coco
Oh.
Sanity 2 versus 1. Beautifully done.
Half man, half amazing indeed. Was able to take down that guy as Cartesi just dancing all around. The aggression of Bren is showing. And there's a reason why the panel is voting onto that
Oh, what a
side.
stun.
And Tempest Blade, yes. Cho with the shadow play. But then, of course, the kill in the hands of Bren Esports. They are not going to stop, not even slowing down as the damage is showing. And you gotta respect the assassin threats.
Yeah. You are talking many times about this.
Oh no.
They're so soft. U-level
Oh,
without
the backup.
Deb. Nice wraparound, and Bren Esports, the classic way to do this. They want to go for Deb first.
Way of
Escanor
the
tries to deal the
dragon.
damage, but
Airborne.
this is very, very unlikely for him to get a kill. Lusty just stealing some HP. Will miss the Tyrant's Revenge. Might be punished by Escanor, but he will be well away.
Bren Esports with the flank, with the play. Coco once again just playing in the minds of ULVL. This is how we do it here in MPL, boys. You should adjust. And that kind of jab isn't going to work in a veteran team. Remember, you got the Hayabusa. Yes, it was pretty scary, but then you got the Ling for the roam. There's so many mobility that we're seeing on Bren Esports, and they are covering the whole map. Escanor and Dab will try to steal a bit of the creeps or the jungle right there, but then Secret might suffer. Lasty into a top spot. Rebo for the backup. There's still Time's Journey, if I'm not mistaken. Then that's gonna be the pop off. Cartesi into the backup. He's going to for Deb, and here comes the flank once again from Coco and Few. They're going to save the squad as ULVL will suffer 3-man casualty and no deaths into the squad of black and yellow.
Bren Esports is way too good at these punishes. You see how well they were positioned. And again, this is out of just raw in-game mechanics,
Yes.
in-game knowledge from Bren Esports. They have understood how U-level will try to move and try to skirmish them, and they punish them so easily. What a wraparound from Bren Esports. We saw this in game number 1. We're seeing this in the early stages of game number 2. And we saw that just a few seconds ago. Bren Esports just way too good at this game.
Yes, indeed. As Cartesi is looking for another target, that's going to be Escanor and Dab going to fight against this Ling. Goes for the Tempest Blade. Rebo for the backup, extra layer of protection. He's going to jump in. No rewind. Crab Coin being eyed on here. But you can see Lusty. What I love about Bren Esports is Lusty. Like, he knows that his HP is going to drop, but then he can still save himself.
Yeah.
That's going to be the jump. Here comes Lusty, but no follow-up. And just going for that a bit of those... what do you
Some
say it is?
pokes,
Some
I would say.
pokes, some threats that he's instilling into the
On
minds.
to the back side of this turret, somebody that's Lusty looking for the jump will not find it. They are able to clear out the minion wave. In comes the Ling.
no!
They do have the immunity, but they will take out the Kufra first. Now they will punish the Cyclops. Ling is in trouble. Cartesi will be able to use the Tempest of Blades, but Secret knows where he is going, takes him out.
It's just the usual Bren Esports classic. Like, let's go ahead and jump. Let's go in for the tower dive, and then If we're going down, yes, indeed we are. And Coco will be the next target. Yes, a shutdown goal into the hands of ULVL.
I like that Unseen stayed for vision as well as potential control. I mean, if the Curse of the Crow is available, there's no way for Coco to get out of there. Nice find by Chu, but onto the other side of the map, that's going to be the Carmilla taking out Fuse Carmilla taking out Secret. By the way, this is not a support Carmilla. This is a core Carmilla.
Ooh, which is different because we're seeing Carms usually being played
Yeah.
on a support. So if they got that Cyclops effect poison, like we got something different for you guys. Also, our own formula, our own type of poison that also be used against ULVL. And from what Wolves told us, it was raw mechanics we're seeing at Bren Esports.
Surely.
And indeed, overcommitments, just playing with those, adding up some bit of difficulties into their hands. But then, if this guy is going to go for serious mode, that might be going into 0.
Now, Turtle is such an important objective for U-Level, but it
Oh,
seems like
Lasty.
Bren Esports will not be able, will deny them from that, will deny the Turtle from them. I mean, while up top, another kill onto Coco. That's so weird because
Oh, Flame
U-Level are getting some free kills up top, few. And there's the stun. We were talking
Whoa.
about the Cyclops damage. And it is really, really crazy if you think about it. But few will be able to run away.
This
Or
core,
bit.
Carmilla might go down. Few
okay.
with a bit. No! Carms with the sidestep. And that's a kill onto the top side. Make it 2. Make it 3. A Secret isn't going to hide anymore. He's going inside the tower. But this is a 3-man. Puts a bit of the diggy bombs. Lastly, of course, the guy, the man himself, going for the big plays. Immortality.
Oh, wow.
And that's going to be another kill
You know,
in Bren.
Really smart plays from Lusty, knowing that he does have the immortality. They can dive, and they did take
Just
out Secret.
capitalizing on those.
Yeah, so much lead for Bren Esports in terms of the overall momentum.
Like, yo, you're wasting time against Few. You can kill him again and again, but still, you wanted
nice
to go.
connection with the
That's going to be
flame
the
shot.
slow.
He's dead.
And, of course, Carteezy with the cleanup. Put it in the broomstick. He's flying all around. This link.
No
and
way,
Rebo
Rebo.
was able to find a Skinor, but, of course, he's tanky enough. Might escape. But then Chu got his endless battle. Might put a Hayabusa in a good spot right now.
Little bit of ambush here being set up versus Secret, but Secret
Whoa!
of the Phantom Steed. They want to go for Rebo. Rebo with the Time's Journey running away into safety. U-Level will take out the Carmilla. That's a very good shutdown. Now they want to go for Lusty this
Here
time,
comes
but the Link is
RTZ.
here.
Here we go as Escanor will pay the price as well. 4-man squad of Bren is all around. Towers being took down. Here comes Carteezy. He's not going to stop. Deb might be the next target. Shadow plays all around, and that's going to be another kill into the hands of ULVL, looking for more as they are taking down Bren
Wow.
Esports one by one. And this is going to be Carteezy, the only survivor. But he's still looking for more as he's jumping all around. But then he's just going to stay for a bit.
I can see what Bren Esports is not respecting at this point, the damage output from U-Level. Yeah, surely you can argue that Bren Esports can take down anyone from U-Level, but that doesn't mean that U-Level cannot do it themselves.
Yes.
We can see Chu having so much farm, staying up to the top lane, having Unseen as his bodyguard, farming so much after 2 kills against Coco at
Yeah.
the top lane. And in the middle,
Oh,
he showed it
Coco!
all up. Coco, look at this. Burst down could be real. They want to chase the Cho. But
Oh,
instead,
slippery.
they turned their hands onto Few. Few goes down because of that.
This might be a big problem for Bren as the spike of ULVL is showing. Lusty jumps in, no follow-up, bouncing ball to protect himself. Secret with the damage, True with the shadow play once again. That endless battle is paying its price, but we are going to see another kill as the 3-man Bren was able to check
Man,
someone.
what a godly defense from Lusty in there, using the Tyrant's Revenge, and he will try to chase Chu.
Whoop.
Very unlikely for him to get it, but TC will still the Cyclone Eye. Chu staying here. Lusty knows that they are here, so they have to be careful because Bren Esports can easily punish them.
Yes, and he's just trying to check for any response as the other members of Bren is going for Deb and Escanor. This is a really good fight from ULVL really entirely different compared to game 1. But then, Bren is still in the lead.
30,000 gold for Bren Esports. And if you look at the economy, it's not that bad for
Yes.
level. Even when they are losing in terms of the kills, they are getting the farm. This is what you get from actually trying to space
we
out
go.
the map. Now onto the backside, in comes Carl TZ. The burst down is here. A few goes down. A few
You're
will
not
actually
going
dive down here as
anywhere.
well as they take out the Chu. The Hayabusa will be taken out, and all of a sudden, in one fell swoop, Bren Esports are able to take 2, and the turret up top might be even transitioning onto the top lane.
And here we go, as few might being caught, but no, as Deb is going to check onto that skill, just wanted to save it for better scenarios. But this will be also an open lord for both of the teams. It was a trade onto the tower and a good response from ULVL to go back because they know that Bren is currently into the lead and they're going to retrade. That's going to be a problem as Escanor right now seeing a problem as Mew jumps in. Lassie wasn't able to catch anyone. Bouncing ball all around. Escanor, Deb, and Secret might be fighting the game of their life. And that's going to be feathered airstrike, but wasn't able to really do a bit of a damage, and that's a lot of damage into the hands of Chu. Was able to shut down someone. Escanor, Secret with that Leomord, showing a lot of potential,
Escanor.
but Carl CZ again.
Escanor popping the ultimate far too late. He
Coco!
is taking up the lane. No, Coco and Carl TC onto the backline. Tempest Blades will not be able to take down the Hayabusa, but it was enough to put the shadow
Whoa,
kill. And they know
Times!
exactly that it
Journey!
will appear there. Bren Esports. My goodness, they are really the best in the business.
Yes, indeed, as the boys in the yellow playing that team fight really well. Coco with the flank, Time's Journey at the exact moment when it's needed, and even a free Lord.
Of course, they will get the Lord at this point. Bren Esports, man, they are so good at this.
You gotta respect the team fight prowess of Bren, and if you're ULVL, you should be more calculated on how these guys pull off that kind of plays. Because if you're going for the prolonged team fights, they know these guys are the veterans right here. They got the experience, they got the good read, and ULVL right now needs to catch up.
It's gonna be really hard for them to catch up because of how well how well Bren Esports are playing this game. Unfortunately, Lord, the enhanced Lord, to be exact, is available at this point. Bren Esports,
The
they do
tower.
have all the ingredients to really siege against ULVL right now. Only one outer turret remaining for ULVL to work with.
Lusty with a charge. No, not entirely going in. He just wants to zone everyone out. Escanor getting the information. Molten Sights for that one. Here comes Coco into the side. And Sans Lord onto the top side. ULVL are pretty split. They need the firepower of each other. And this is Bren Esports capitalizing on what they have right now. Feathered Airstrike being used just to deny, but then they are being denied as the Tempest Blade into the back lines. This is going to be another jump for Bren Esports, and this will be the GG fight that they're looking for, as Escanor might be the next casualty. Time's Journey just to protect everyone, but they are not going to respect everyone inside the base.
This is already bad for ULVL. The pace being taken out. Bren
the
Esports
Lord.
surely getting the 2-0 very quickly in this match. And it seems like Bren Esports, they are indeed the best team right now for the MPL Season 5. Staying up top, no sweat
Undefeated.
at all versus ULVL.
We've seen yesterday Blacklist took a hit on this
Yeah.
into the face,
Yeah,
which is dethroning themselves
Yeah.
below, but then it's Bren.
it's Bren right now. You know what? I'm excited to see Bren versus Execration.
Yes.
That surely is going to be a
Big
very
thing.
interesting match. ULVL, after a very good start for MPL Season 5, finding themselves stumbling in the coming game days
Yes.
that they have faced. And we'll see, of course, how the analysts will define this game. You know what? That game was really one-sided. I'm not entirely sure
Yeah.
what they will be talking about. But nevertheless, let's pass it on to the panelists.
Ang kagulat-gulat, ULVL dito, they made or make something different dito sa ating liga. It didn't work for them. What do you think midnight happened on that game?
Well, it's a classic outdraft once again. I don't really like the Cyclops pick na nilabas sila dito. Deb could have picked up another hero para lang may, alam mo yun, may surety din sa lineup nila. Kasi, bronze pa, di ba? I understand the idea na may pang ano ka dito, may pang abot ka kay Ling. Pero support kasi to eh. The damage will never be enough. And to be honest, nadadodge kasi yun with the ultimate of Ling. And nakita naman natin kanina yung last part ng engagement na yun. Parang walang pipigil. Kay Curtis talaga dito kanina. Yes, may one death yan, pero yun yung nahuli lang siya sa may bottom half of the map. I think he could have definitely saved himself kasi tinitipid niya yung first kill niya eh. Yung ultimate niya, after that, may kasi parang 2 seconds yun na invulnerable siya. Tapos tiniming niya talaga na maayos. Unfortunately, hindi siya nakaakyat ng hill. I don't know what happened there. Pero yun lang yung nag-iisang death niya. There was no real way for ULVL to respond to this Ling.
Yes, so ito mga kaibigan, the game highlights of our game number 2 in between Bren Esports versus ULVL. As we were actually looking, I mean watching, in some time dun sa laro na yon, mid-game, though ang laki ng difference in the kills, yung goal dito, hindi ganun kalaki. Like a 2,000 lead lang Bren Esports onto the middle game.
Kasi, hindi naman gumagawa ng advantage yung Bren eh.
Yes.
Run and gun lang. Kapag may pwedeng kunin na laban, gagawin lang nila. As you can see, they're pressing their advantage in terms of draft. Kaya, talagang in terms of gold, ganun sa Mobile Legends eh, kill is not as rewarding as taking objectives eh. So, yun.
Parang yung sinasabi ni Leo na dapat yung objectives mo or yung kills mo nagko-convert. Yung conversion rate dapat mataas. For this roster ng Bren, hindi roster, yung lineup, they can convert kills into immediate towers. This is a show in the Ling. Talagang mabilis magbasag ng tower itong lineup ito. Unfortunately kasi yung ginagawa ng Bren, nagdadive sila, may mga namamatay na hero, and they go back. They go back and
lang.
they want to farm. So parang hindi naging ganun kaganda, yung hindi naging malinis yung early game rotations ng Bren. Pero it secured na talaga nag-snowball yung Ling nila. Tumaas at tumaas yung resources ni Carl TZ dito. And syempre, inevitable, talagang kaya, darating yung point na power spike na ng Bren Esports, kaya na nilang tapusin yung laro. Even if you level, ibato nila lahat kay Carl TZ.
And I would just like to point out, yung sinabi ni Chantel, ang U-level dito is actually being reactive. Kung makikita mo dito, they try to be versatile in the items itself ng mga mages nila. They go for the items to counter nung I think the Ling. Parang nagkiras sila dito just to counter it. Would you think that gonna be a viable idea na magpalit ka ng item or you just gonna go offensive?
Well, you need to You need to adjust sa yung binabato ng kalaban mo. Kasi minsan, kailangan mo buuin yung dominance eyes, pero kailangan mo bilhin yung antique kiras. And minsan, yung draft din, kailangan mo i-adjust. You want to play the Hayabusa, there's a certain idea, pero syempre, kailangan mo mag-adjust. I would have suggested na sana pinik na mas maaga yung Esmeralda rito for U-level para may adjustment period sila. Kasi ang ganda ng Esmeralda against Scaling.
And by the way, additional point, when you switch an item when you switch an item, by the way, it is on the surplus lang ng gold. Pag 15-minute mark, kapag sobra-sobra ka na, kasi doon na kayo nagpa-puzzle game which counters which item Pero kapag sa in-between, in transition,
nahirap yan.
You're giving an advantage to your opponent. You're putting a disadvantage to yourself.
Totoo yan. Pero another MVP na naman dito for Carl TC. And I think we're about to get it, kakausapin nga natin through video call. This is gonna be different dito sa ating liga since the players is actually playing on their respective bootcamps. And it's gonna be the coach, I think, yung kakausapin natin. It's gonna be Coach Ducky, if I may. So in case now, since, Coach Ducky.
Ay, Pogi!
Congratulations, Coach.
Teka, gusto ko ako maging si Ducky. Ako si Ducky.
Grabe, parang selfie lang no?
Oo, medyo iba yung tema natin dito. Pero, syempre, let's talk about dito muna on the game, Coach Ducky. Game number 2, in regards, can you give us an insight? Medyo, pwede siguro game number 1 muna, medyo on the panel. Medyo naging messy yung naging rotation on game number 1. Yes, you both, nanalo tayo, pero that was, yun yung hindi in-expect namin dito on the panel side.
Coach, rinig mo kami?
Sorry, ang ingay dito
Coach, rinig mo kami?
Maingay daw.
Okay, sige, uli. Coach Daki, naririnig mo na ako?
Okay na.
Ayan. So, yung question namin dito on the panel side, nung game number 1, yes, you did take the win, pero somehow yung rotation medyo messy siya on the side of Bren Esports. What actually happened on that match?
Well, actually, quite decent naman yung rotation din ng U-level. So, we're not, parang hindi naman namin sila minamali. They're a really good team din naman. So, yun yung nangyari. It's not that we are parang lacking something, but I think U-level has this, good understanding of the game.
Nabangga sila ng U-level.
Totoo yan. Pero in regards with the Cyclop pick-up dito, Coach Daki.
Diretso tanong. Ako may tanong kay Coach Daki. Coach Daki, what do you feel about the picks of U-level?
Well, medyo unorthodox kasi yung draft nila, but Medyo mas nagulat ako dun sa itemization nila. Kung
Oh,
nakita niyo yung itemization nila, naka-antiquaras kasi yung, I think, 4 players nila.
Yep.
So, nagulat ako kasi hindi ma-burst nung link namin yung, yung mga mages. Typically, kung link player ka, sa mga link player dyan, alam niyo naman yung damage output ng link. Sa isang combo lang, as in talagang mapapatay mo na kaagad yung mga mages na ganun.
Yes, so
Ganun
totoo. Yun
lang,
nga talaga, with the itemization, medyo
yeah.
tricky nga talaga para sa side ng U-level. Pero, syempre, Coach Daki, congratulations again dito sa Bren Esports. Yet, not to lose any series dito sa ating liga. Pero, siguro, final question, Coach Daki, how does it feel na medyo may nabago ng konti? You guys are playing on the bootcamp. Ano, medyo malaki ba yung naging difference na nandito sila sa live? Or mas maganda yung naging epekto na nandyan kayo ngayon sa bootcamp on your comfortable zone?
I'd say mas komportable kami na ganito yung setup considering kung ano man yung nangyayari ngayon sa labas.
Okay naman dyan, no?
Yeah. Okay naman, okay.
Wala namang
Wala
umuubo.
namang umuubo, coach.
Nakakahinga naman mayos.
Saka mabilis yung
wala,
pagkain
wala.
pagka sinabi nila kay Boss Jeff.
Ah,
Tingin ko, oo. Pero Coach Daki, maraming salamat. Do you have any final shoutouts, especially sa mga sumusuporta sa Bren Esports?
Continue supporting Bren Esports tsaka kay Boss Jeff. Boss Jeff, saan tayo kakain?
Iyon. Maraming salamat, Coach Daki. And once again, Bren Esports, the whole team, maraming salamat. Pero syempre, sa ating mga panel hosts, we would like first to thank our sponsor. This event is presented by Smart, our official sponsor, Realme smartphone, official gaming headset, Logitech, and this event is organized by Moonton. And as well, if you would like to watch the MPL Season 5 smoothly on Facebook Gaming and as well on YouTube, do have a Smart Giga Games 99. You will be having 1 gigabyte games all day. And just dial *123# and choose Giga Games 99. Pero syempre, meron pa tayong second series mga kaibigan. It's gonna be Blacklist International versus BSB. Pero we will be having a short break muna dito. Once again, kami ang inyong naging panel. Midnight, Shinbu, Rob Luna. Magkita-kita po tayo on the second series.
Still waiting for your epic battle? Wait no more. Make the switch to Smart LTE. And experience greatness with the country's fastest mobile data network. Fighting Kimmy! Let the weak melt away! Legendary! Double kill! Legendary! Double kill! Triple kill! You have slain an enemy! Ally has been double kill!
Download for free Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Only love and night are everlasting.
Hi everyone, our hero in this episode is Cecilion, the Embrace of Night. The more damage he deals, the stronger he becomes. He's also capable of dealing burst damage. Now, follow me and master his gameplay within 3 minutes. In the choice of equipment, we highly recommend this set. While dealing burst damage, Cecilion as a mage also consumes a lot of mana. Therefore, Clock of Destiny, Demon Shoes, and Lightning Truncheon can greatly increase his durability. After obtaining the equipment above, you need to prioritize Concentrated Energy and Blood Wings to enhance Cecilion's survivability during close quarter combat. Finally, Holy Crystal will be really useful in greatly enhancing his already explosive damage. Each time Cecilion hits a target, his max mana will be increased. Moreover, his skill damage boosts as his mana increases. That's why he gets stronger each time he deals damage. Activate his first skill to increase his movement speed when escaping, chasing after enemies, or simply trying to move quickly. Of course, don't use it continuously as this skill consumes a lot of mana. In the laning phase, Cecilion is quite advantageous as his attack range is very long. After reaching level 2, activate his second skill and then use the first skill to deplete and suppress enemies. It may be a little bit hard for Cecilion to use his first skill alone to hit targets. However, combined with the crowd control effect generated by the second skill, no one can escape. In mid and late game, when teamfights burst out frequently, it is wise for Cecilion to activate his ultimate in advance to slow enemies down. Then he can use combo in sequence with first, second, and then back to first skill again to control enemies and deal sustained damage. Cecilion can deal explosive damage by continuously activating first skill when in team combat. In early to mid game, Cecilion needs time to farm in order to increase his max mana. Therefore, he can deal more damage and activate his first skill more frequently. So please, be patient during this stage. In late game, when teamfights burst out frequently, please choose a good spot to make full use of Cecilion's long-range attack and crowd control ability. In cooperation with allies, it's easy to snag victory in teamfights. That's all for the new hero. Stay tuned to Road to Mythic and rank up as you wish. See you next episode.
Download for free Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Realme 5i, quad camera battery king. Realme smartphone. Dare to leap.
It's time to go to the NFT show for some fun. We can be good friends, indeed. You know, magic will deeply connect us all. Come on, let's play some games, please.
First blood, double kill. Triple kill, mega kill. Monster kill. Shut down. Legendary. Double kill. It has been destroyed. Maniac.
Download for free Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Still waiting for your epic battle? Wait no more. Make the switch to Smart LTE. Experience greatness with the country's fastest mobile data network.
Still swords run deep. Alarming.
Unstoppable! An enemy has been slain! Legendary! Double kill! Legendary! An ally has turret has been destroyed. Legendary! Request backup! An ally has been legendary! Mega kill! Double kill! Triple kill! Legendary! An ally has been slain! Your team destroyed a turret! Godlike!
Download for free Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Welcome back dito sa MPL Season 5. On the second series, it's gonna be Blacklist International versus BSB. Pero bago natin pakilala muna natin lahat, kasama ko dito Berting Magiting, si Prof B, syempre your panel host Rob Luna. Magte-thank you lang muna tayo sa ating mga sponsor, syempre. That this is being presented to you by Smart and our official sponsor na Realme smartphones and our official gaming headset Logitech, and this event is organized by Moonton. And may isa pa tayo, since wala tayong mga live audience ngayon, we still gonna be giving away one Realme Buds 2 online, mga kaibigan. And our winner, tingin mo, bigyan mo ng ano, Prof B, tingin mo, lalaki or babae?
Feeling ko, lalaki, tapos nag-umpisa sa letter J.
Talaga, lalaki.
Letter J, pero hindi. Negative. Ang nanalo nito, well, totoo yun, babae. Pero ang kanyang pangalan is gonna be Realine Hernandez.
Si Rhea!
Yes.
Kilala mo?
Hindi.
Well, ito, si Rhea. Pero anyway, Realine Hernandez, merong magme-message sa'yo, one of our admins here on MPL. But sa mga gustong sumali, especially bukas, meron ulit tayong live dito for MPL Season 5. Para kayo makasali dito, you just have to share the live stream. Check nyo dyan, nasa pin comment yan, ladies and gents. And as well, kailangan naka-like kayo sa page ng Realme and their official fan page.
So yun, sundin nyo lang and may chance na agad kayong manalo. No?
Oo.
Swerte. Biro mo, nanonood ka na, nag-e-enjoy ka na, may chance ka pang manalo.
Tsaka napapanood mo pa yung mga favorite players mo, favorite teams, di ba?
Oo.
Totoo yan. Pero ito, going back doon sa game natin as well with the draft, Blacklist International, they didn't have a good game yesterday. And as well, I think BSB din, they're both
shaky.
medyo shaky sila dito. What do you think? Sino gusto mauna sa inyo about the team dito? Let's, for example, Blacklist International, what do you think about the game?
I think for the Blacklist International, kailangan nilang ipakilala kung sino ba talaga sila dito sa MPL Season 5. Kasi kung mapapansin natin, execration pa lang yung unang team na naka-0-2 sa kanila, and that is yung unang talo ng Blacklist.
Totoo yan. And just to add on that, medyo yung game nila yesterday, there's something on the draft itself. As well, siguro I think with the player na medyo naging aqua-eccentric sila eh. Kung papansinin nyo, what do you think about that, Prof B?
Tama nga naman, and of course, pagka nasasanay ka sa ganong setup, hindi nagiging weakness mo eh. Diba? Na-open, nababasa. Kumbaga, alam mo na yung ipang-counter. Hindi natin pwede deny yung execution that time, napaghandaan lahat. Pati yung sumunod na game eh. Alam nila, ibigay natin to. Nakasetup talaga eh. Nakasetup ang execution to win that series.
Tsaka tingin ko for the Blacklist International, nag-ano lang sila hindi sila masyadong nagbibigay lahat ng heroes. Talagang kung saan sila nananalo, yun lang muna ipapakita nila.
Kumbaga, bakit mo kailangan palitan yung what works?
Itago muna yung mga alas, di ba?
Totoo yan. Pero speaking of yung team na mga kalaban ngayon dito, Blacklist International, gonna be BSB, one of the team na nanggaling din from the qualifiers. Maganda rin yung mga naging simula nila. They lost, they stumbled a bit. Pero ito, mga kaibigan, on your screen, the full roster dito ng BXB. Para sa akin, or para sa inyo, who's the most interesting dito sa mga players ng BSB?
Si Shider Cutie. Alam natin nagbabalik si Shider Cutie. Nagiging problema lang nakikita ko dito, Rob tsaka Berting, is hinahanap pa nila yung tempo nila eh. Kasi yung suntok nila pagpasok sa liga, maganda eh. Pero nung nakapasok na sila mismo sa gitna ng liga, nag-iba na bigla.
Parang hindi agad sila nakakapag-adapt, di ba?
Oo, yun. Which is na-shake yung buong team nila.
Totoo yan. But I think we will be having an announcement, ladies and gentlemen, and especially dyan sa mga nanonood online, that in view of the imposition of an 8 p.m. curfew, all regular season matches starting tomorrow will be held online from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. So, sa mga sumusuporta or sumusubaybay ng MPL regular season 5, 6 p.m. tayo noong mga nakaraang linggo. Pero ngayon, starting bukas, 1 p.m. na po tayo. Gaya nga ng sabi nila, just to be safe for everyone, stay indoors. Kung hindi mo naman kailangan lumabas, manood ka na lang ng MPL sa bahay nyo.
Yes. Tama. Huwag ka nang magagagala.
Totoo yan.
Samahan nyo na lang kami, saksihan yung mga mangyayari.
Bahala na
mag-pub games ka muna.
Ang S-Squad.
Ang S-Squad. So, alam mo, speaking of that, nagiging online na yung tournament natin dahil sa mga nangyayari natin.
Not only the MPL, marami na rin talaga.
Now, may part kasi sa akin na yung BSB, feeling ko pag nandito siya sa onsite, may kaba kasi. Iba,
Oo.
iba eh. Yung pressure. Now, ang tanong dito, nasa comfort zone mo, kung saan kayo nagpa-practice, kabisado mo eh. Ano yan eh, home court mo, yon home court mo yan, feeling mo mas maganda yung up mo, walang pressure sa paligid.
Walang
Possible
presence,
na makabalik ang BSB sa ganitong pwesto.
Totoo. I mean, kasi may mga, kung if you agree with me sa, like sa mga com shop before, alam mo yung tuhod mo nakasangkalan dun sa may ng keyboard. Kumbaga, like, parang ganun yung analogy na komportable ka. Lalo na sa balay mo, nandyan lang sila lahat sa sofa, naglalaro. They're just playing Mobile Legends. Pero kasi ibang-iba kasi ang pakiramdam when you're on stage. Lahat, kumbaga mixed emotions lahat yan.
Lahat nakatingin sa'yo, lalo na pag may ang daming audience, ang daming tao na nanonood sa'yo. Siyempre yung pressure as a player, kung tama ba yung gagawin mo or mali, di ba?
Tama, ang daming matang nakatingin.
Oo.
Di ba? Plus, syempre, nung nandito tayo, ang daming nagsisigawan, no?
Totoo.
Nakakadagdag
Emotion yun.
Emotion yun. So, tignan natin kung magbabago nga naman ang laro ng BSB dito versus etong Blacklist International. Ang kaabang-abang lang dito, tingin ko is, ano pa ilalabas na bago nabanggit nga ni Berting?
Tingin ko, para sa akin, just Blacklist International, they have so much pa na pinapakita. They just showed yesterday na yung ginagamit nila most of the time, their support Natalia, pinakita pa rin nila yon yesterday. They tried to fit it in, pero it didn't work on their way. Would you think, makikita pa ba natin to on this specific series? Or tingin mo, ang death note dito ni Coach Bonchan, marami pang laman.
For me, I think pwede pang ilabas ng Blacklist International dito. Kasi I think mas mas komportable sila dito sa BSB kumpara mo sa Execration. Kasi Execration is simula pa lang ng season 1 nandiyan na yung mga players na, 'di ba? Especially Zapno. And magkaiba rin yung experience gap eh.
Tama. Kumbaga dadaanin sa sa napagdaanan na noon eh, 'di ba? Like
Game
coach
instinct,
nila, si Bonchan, alam natin matagal na rin sa liga, Honda Beast, Dexter,
diba?
si Kila.
To be honest, kahapon katabi ko kasi si Coach Bonchan. Sabi ko, tingin mo, Coach, anong nangyari? Medyo kinulang ba sa audience factor? Kasi kung maaalala mo on the previous week, Blacklist International is one of the teams dito na sobrang dami ng support. I mean, sila pa lang itself, sobrang dami ng suporta nila. Kumbaga, a single kill would actually, marinig mo talaga dito sa buong MPL arena. Pero syempre, yesterday, medyo nilimit or actually pinrohibit natin yung audience natin dito sa MPL arena for safetyness. Medyo may nabago eh. Sabi ko sa ito ba yung ginitian lang naman ako ni Coach Bonchan. What do you think? Sabi mo nga, gonna be comfortable dun sa lugar nila. Ngayon, both of these teams on their comfortable zone. Gaming-wise, sa laro nila, sa nakita natin, what do you think? Who would somehow make a good play dito? Blacklist International or BSB? Unahin natin sa'yo, Prof. B.
Kung sa laro previous, kung pagbabasihan kasi natin previous na performance, medyo hindi ganon kaganda pinakita ng Blacklist International. Diba? Dahil napaghandaan sila ng Execration. Now, BSB pumapalag, they're trying to find their groove. Pero may part sa akin kasi na nakakuha sila ng isang laro against SGD.
Yes.
And yung team na yon hindi biro, top dogs yun nasa taas na yon. Yung ganong win na yon still count and sinasabi doon na papalag at papalag pa rin kami. Hindi pwede mag-ipon or magtago pa ng mga barahang Blacklist International, lalo't naka-online tayo ngayon.
Tsaka I think sa ako sa Blacklist ako kasi may pressure for the BSB. Kung di natin napapansin yung placing nila sa MPL regular season ngayon, I think nasa pang 8 ata sila ngayon or pang 7.
7.
Diba?
7 place.
So basically, itong series na to pwedeng maging crucial sa kanila eh.
8. Nakalala ko.
Correct me if I'm wrong, MPL regular season is a 6-week stretch. Tama ba? So, meaning to say, we're already on the mid dito. So, ito na yung time, especially if you're on the bottom 10. Like for example, if you're on 6 to 10
crucial,
na placing, crucial na yung hindi lang every series, it's every game counts.
Yes.
Oo. Pero ito, ladies and gentlemen, nandito na drafting phase natin. BSB versus Blacklist International. Unang ban dito ng BSB na gonna be sa Sicilian, Blacklist naman dito on the Digi. Ano ang mga ine-expect nyo dito? Like, medyo natin, sabi mo, Berting, makakakita pa rin tayo dito ng Natalia. Pero yesterday, kung papanoorin mo yung mga game, it's more on a ling eh. Kumbaga, the one na pumipik ng Ling, most of the time, yun yung may highest win rate. Would you think that would be a good factor din dito para sa series na to, Prof. B?
Possible na maging good factor, pero nakakapagtaka. Uy, si Honda Beast is maglalaro. Usually si Dexter, di ba?
I see, oo.
Tama.
Totoo.
So now, doon pa lang sa side ng Blacklist International, hindi lang hero nilalaro natin dito. Pati mga players na sabi, tanggalan ko yari. May pag-atake kasi minsan na planado eh. May pagtanggal or may pag-atake sa specific player na tanggalan natin ito ng hero. Yung may mga playmaker. Now, pagka nagawa nila yon, possible na mag-down sa or mag-downfall ang isang team. Now, nag-change sila dito ng lineup. Honda Beast will play and Dexter will sit.
So yun pa yung isang parang additional factor on the side of Blacklist International kasi sa mga hindi nakakapanood ng mga previous game ng Blacklist International, this is I think the first na pumasok dito si Honda Beast. And if you're a fan of Mobile Legends, alam natin Honda Beast is one of not just one of the best tanks dito sa ating liga. Berting Magiting, what do you think about that? Honda Beast on the Blacklist International lineup.
Feeling ko mag-iiba yung gameplay ng Blacklist kasi kung di ako nagkakamali, yung gameplay yata dito ni Honda Beast is more on supportive tank. Hindi siya ganun katulad ni Dexter na more initiate like Chakno, di ba? So basically, parang magre-rely sila dito kay Riddler tsaka kay Edward.
Parang what you're trying to say is aggressive tank. Pwede natin siguro ihalin tulad like si Lasty, ayan, Chakno is the best one na pwede nating ihalin tulad kasi nga madalas si Chakno yun always
laging
go
pasok.
in front. Yes, totoo yan. Prof B, just a quick question in regards with the draft dito. Both of the teams trying to neglect dito yung mga tank. They would go definitely para sa like, hindi mo pa masabi. But, eto pala, a quick question dito. Natalia, nagulat ako eh.
Yun nga eh.
Yun yung gusto ko itanong. BSB would be the one to take the Natalia deer. What do you think, since Blacklist International, ginagamit nila to, would you think that's a double-edged sword dito para sa side ng BSB?
Sobra. Parang hindi mo para ka naglalaro sa playground ng ibang mga bata eh. Bago ka dito, mas mataas ang slide, possible kang madapa or mahulog. Pag hindi mo ginagawa, ang tanong is, baka naman etong BSB, matagal na namin pinractice to. Eto na to. Ipakikita namin sa'yo kung ano yung mas magandang galawan para sa side ng BSB.
Pero kasi mahirap dito, pag nag-pick ka ng Natalia, na pinipick din ng kalaban. So basically, alam din ng Blacklist International kung paano gumalaw yung isang Natalia.
Actually, ano yun eh, yung high-loss pick ito, that's a direct counter against a Natalia. Ang good thing lang dito, ginawa ng BSB is inunahan nila i-ban ang Rafaela, which is another direct counter para sa isang Natalia.
Ano lang, no? Yung slow lang.
Oo, yung slow lang kasi nung kahit naka-hide, lalabas at lalabas yun eh. Which is, isa sa pinakita ng counter ng execration is the Estes. Ilalapag lang yung moonlight immersion.
Sustain lang. Wala makakilig.
Pag dumaan doon, lalabas na si Natalia. Let's see kung ano mangyari.
Surprisingly dito on this series, hindi ako nakakita ng Uranus. Pero nung mga nakaraang labang kasi, Uranus is either banned or it's one of the priority pick. Pero dito, medyo, tingin mo ba that's a good, tama yung naging ban dito ni Coach Boncha na binan niya yung carry kasi ina-anticipate niya there's a possible Uranus?
Possible na binan talaga dito ang carry. Kasi kung sino man ang bubutas sa isang high loss,
I like the word na bubutas.
Talagang tatagos.
Yes.
Tagos-tagos yun. Kumbaga magkabilang mundo eh.
Totoo.
Finish ball.
Finish ball. Tinuhog.
Yes. Which is carry lang ang may kakayahan nun.
Possible. With a true damage.
Damage.
How about you, Berting?
Tsaka tama rin yung sinabi niya na tamang iba niya yung carry because of the Carmilla pick din talaga eh. Kasi pag yung pag na automatic stun and yung carry pag nakapag-perm talaga into the late game, sobrang sakit eh. Yung high loss hindi niya kayang i-sustain yun. Kung mapapansin natin, Blacklist International, high loss lang yung makunat. Joy is not a little bit tanky, pero more on luck hero siya. Diba?
I like the a little bit tanky of the Jawhead. Kinig aside, ladies and gentlemen, nandito na the whole draft of BSB and Blacklist International. I'll be asking you first, Prof B, on the draft itself, who would you go para sa series na to?
Para sa akin, I'll go for the Blacklist International. Medyo mas powerful ng onti yung lineup dito. Having that high loss plus the Bruno pick, medyo lamang ang tropa natin. Pre.
How about you, Berting?
I think I will go for the BSB because of the little bit crowd control.
For the crowd control, for the CC.
Also the late game potential.
Late game potential. So ladies and gentlemen, our panel is gonna be a 1-1. Ako ang magbe-break na naman para sa kanila. Ako, for this specific match, I would definitely go for Blacklist International. In regards, medyo yung the tankiness, I agree with Prof B and as well with the Jawhead, yung mga factor about that. But we'll see kung ano nga talaga ang mangyayari on the first game of the second series. Let's hear it to our casters. Take it away.
Thank you so much, panel. Is this Blacklist way for them to come back in terms of momentum in this MPL Season 5 after that loss against Execration? Yeah, that was yesterday. My name is Wolf. I'm with Midnight. Midnight, you are the resident analyst here for MPL Season 5. How do you feel about this draft? Because I think that Blacklist may have won the draft so easily after the
Well,
first
they got locked in with the Natalia here for BSB. I don't think they really want to pick that. It's the poison of having seen so many matches here in MPL.
Oh, yeah.
Natalia is a very good answer against the Farsa. But the thing is, the last pick of Blacklist International in the first phase was the Hyler. So it's a very good conditional pick here for them because it provides a lot of sustainability. And if you look at the lineup of BSB, it relies so much on bursting a target with the Selena, the Cho, and the the Natalia combo. So BSB, they definitely have a hard time on executing what they want with the specific lineup. But if they do, it's gonna give them a lot of momentum boost.
You know what? This makes me feel that whoever is drafting for your team should be more experienced in a way that they will not fall to these kind of drafts because this is already standard for top teams on how they win the drafts. Like, put somebody or pick someone that is like a top picked and then kind of switch it back, try to bait your opponents into countering that heavily and then win the draft afterwards. But we'll see. This is still BSB. Very good in terms of mechanical skills. There's a little bit of experience throughout the members of BSB and Blacklist International. It's going to be interesting how they will try to go for this. Trevor will not be able to land the flame shot as Honda Beast is in a very good position to block that flame shot.
Yeah, and I really like what BSB is doing here right now. They have a Selena, which I don't really like, but in this specific matchup, it provides the early game snowball that they're looking for. You have this mage that rotates for a BSB that provides a lot of pressure against Blacklist International, and you give a lot of space to the Granger. And in the specific lineup, hold that thought, Wilson in the bottom lane, Cho soaking up so much damage from the flame shots, and Aqua trying to go for the kill here. But Riddler, on the other hand, Blacklist International, they're going to lose their main marksman as well. But a very good knock-up here by Wilson. And Farsa will be able to take down Kapwan. And that is the Carmilla down. And the double kill is there for Blacklist International. Very nice play there by the Farsa.
The reflexes of Edwards just way too good. This point, very good positioning with a smooch. And I have to take note, Aquas were very on point, proccing that ultimate, as well as, managing his Curse of the Crow on very good targets. I thought for sure that BSB will win that fight, but Blacklist International, on the hands of their two new players, the two rookies in town, such a good display of in-game reflexes for this team.
Yeah, again, where BSB falls is their ability to burst down the target here in the top lane. As we see, they try to burst down Killer, and they might be able to do so, yes. The Jawhead will die here. BSB gets a kill on the top lane. And continue with the discussion earlier that BSB, they want as much as possible to control a hero on the side of Blacklist and burst him down as soon as possible. But it's very hard to do that against these kinds of heroes on the side of Blacklist. It's Farsa that has a very high mobility, and a Nana, which we know has 2 lives. And remember, the Hylas here is the key for Blacklist International to provide the sustainability that they want.
Riddler is gonna have a good time in this game, and I'm not entirely sure if that is one thing that BSB wants to happen, because in terms of the matchup of the marksman here, Granger versus Bruno, I would definitely favor Bruno in the latter stages of the game. And the fact that Blacklist International is giving this guy free farm, Riddler is gonna have a good time in this game. And now, very nice movement from Blacklist International, pushing the bottom side of the map, so that they will be able to transition into the turtle lane easily.
Yep, and the arrows are coming in for BSB. Problem is there are a lot of heroes on the side of Blacklist that are in the front lines just to block BSB from getting the contest in the turtle area, and Riddler will be able to take that turtle buff for free. Oh, Natalia in the bottom lane gets caught out by the Farsa.
Yeah, he did try to go for a turtle steal. And you know that if you're not successful in stealing the turtle, that is exactly what will happen to you. You're going to be picked off by your opponents. And Blacklist International, like I said, very fluid movements around the map, pushing the bottom lane, transitioning into the turtle, and then going back to their buffs, not letting BSB trade in terms of the objectives. That's why they have a slight lead this game. There's really not a big lead that they have built, but at this point of game, you know what? This kind of game is that it will not be reflective on just the economy and just the lead.
Oh yeah.
Because we know that Blacklist International, every inch that they get from the early stage of the game, it will transition into a better lead in terms of the late game because of the nature of the heroes that they have.
And the thing about their lineup is that they scale way better compared to
Yes,
PSP.
exactly.
The problem is this is aggression versus objectives.
Oh,
All that thought.
Trevor.
Trevor in the top lane gets caught out once again by the Farson. Very nice trap there laid out by Blacklist, but on the bottom lane, there's a counter objective by BSB, the Granger, with a shutdown on Killer on its jawhead.
You know what Blacklist did after the kill? They took down the turret and then transitioned into defending the middle. So I think that they are getting the better in terms of the deal. I mean, it was a 1-for-1 trade-off.
Yeah.
Sure, it was a core that BSB were able to take down, but that's a turret in exchange.
Both of them actually are doing very well here.
Yeah, I
BSB,
do. I agree.
They need to play very aggressive. Their lineup is built to put pressure against Blacklist International. And meanwhile, on the other side, you need to play the objective-based gaming. You need to take down towers. You have a Bruno, you have a Farsa, and this is what you do. You take down towers just to establish this early game control against BSB to amass an insurmountable lead in the economy.
I really like how Edward is playing this because he is always on our Blacklist side. Flame shots coming in. Now they want to go for the shutdown on the far side. They will be successful in doing so. Now Honda Beast is going to take a lot of flack coming up from BSB. Riddler has to back down right now through the glorious pathway. And they will dodge the arrow.
Very
Blacklist International. Nice disengage, but even better is the initiation from BSB.
Yeah, again, BSB, as much as possible, they want to stop the objectives of Blacklist, and they are playing the aggressive game. Problem is, Riddler is getting too much in this specific game, so Blacklist, I do think they still have the upper hand here. They have the advantage, but we have to remember this lineup of BSB picks at the mid-game.
In terms of the pick of the mid-game for BSB, I think that the Granger is on the right track. You can see that his Blade of Despair is coming soon. He is about 300 gold ahead of the Bruno. That's not much. That's not what you want exactly, but at least they will be able to get a little bit of advantage in the mid-game as long as they don't have so many mistakes. I like that Trevor is playing the scouting game. That's what you do with the support
Arrow?
Natalia. It's an arrow connecting onto Edward, but of course, Blacklist International,
They don't care. It's
they
a
don't
nana.
care. Oh, nice scout here for Trevor. BSB, knowing that this is a good flag from Blacklist International, they will just recall away.
This is an easy counterplay by BSB. They can go either middle lane or bottom lane or ambush the remaining 3 heroes on the side of Blacklist International. Wilson is already looking to make a play on Killer on his jawhead, but in the middle lane, there are a lot of things happening here. Blacklist International trying to get the Little Wanderer and BSB making the counterplay. They see 3-4 heroes in the middle lane, and as much as possible, they want to take jawhead with Killer. Very nice senses there. He realizes that there can be potential threat on him.
Shider Cutie actually seeing so much damage from long distance, and Selena goes down. They will try to go for the initiation. Edward in trouble, will be chased down. Jaraxdo really hitting from the right side. Honda Beast lays down the glorious pathway to stop Wilson. Very nice Molina from Edward to stop the Cho. And that's a free pickup from Blacklist International. Not so free as they had to commit a lot of resources, but it's okay because they will take the turtle this time.
Yeah, Blacklist International, the very nice read there. They saw that there were no heroes showing up on all lanes, so they immediately tried to steal the blue buff, and the supports already stepped up. They placed their bodies in front of the areas where BSB will come from.
Little Wonder gonna be secured here by Riddler, as Blacklist International slowly establishes their lead over BSB. It's not the biggest. I think in BSB, 8 minutes in, if they do get their first set of items, like they get 2 tier 3 items, I would say they might be able to team fight against Blacklist International. That being said, they have to find the farm first.
Yep.
Seems like Blacklist International, they're very good at supporting Riddler. Now Edward can be caught. That's the passive, gonna be propped. There's flame shot, nicely done from Shider Cutie, as Aqua will have to back down for now.
And this is where BSB's lineup spikes. The 2 Blade of Despairs on Wilson and Jaraxo. Those 2 heroes can melt the heroes down on the side of Blacklist International, but Farsa is getting a lot as well. If you see the damage that came through from the Feathered Edge Strike, it took a lot of HP on the side of BSB.
Yeah, I like the idea of having double Blade of Despairs here for BSB. It's just have a flurry of flame shot, and that will whittle down anyone for sure. And then you just use the Blade of Despair as a closer. Now Honda Beast gonna be spotting. Oh, Capone, look at the damage from Riddler. It's way too much. Capone may not be able to survive this, but now he will. Nice counter initiation from BSB as they take on the one. They get the second. Punishment from Blacklist International, but there was a ball flying in. Able to take out Jiraxnu. Now Killer, nice unstoppable force, but even the better distance with the way of the Dragon. Killer will try to chase him down. Aqua with the wings by wings. Nice stop from Shider Cutie with the arrow. Killer might be in trouble because of this.
Oh, the Farsa!
Still is surviving, but the Farsa with the damage. Trevor has to back down, has to stop as Blacklist International puts in the flurry of damage from long distance.
My god, this Farsa is doing a lot of plays happen here for Blacklist International. Trevor in the middle lane gets caught out, and Aqua has a trap here, but Purify is there, and Selena will be able to get a kill here on the Nana. But Aqua gets the kill on the Natalia. Man, this guy is proving to us that the Farsa Mage is not done yet. This hero is still very, very powerful.
He's very good at the control, safety, in terms of his positioning. Now they will have a problem this time. There is the curse pathway. Lord, oh, for the Selena gonna be melted down by Aqua and Riddler. And now they will take out this Lord so easily without any mage burst from BSB. They couldn't have stolen that one.
So this is my problem with Selena. Yes, it does provide the pressure, but it doesn't do anything against a lineup that controls the pressure. This Farsa, this Bruno, and this Hylas proves to be so much for BSB to deal with. Trevor needs to silence Honda Beast, but the problem is they need to get the proper positioning, and Aqua doesn't let them get that positioning that they want.
So much Blacklist International, so much, I would say, clutch on their side, knowing that they should not be moving as, you know, they should not be separated.
Yeah.
We can see that for the past, I would say, 7 minutes, Blacklist International were moving as 5, and they know that if the team fights do happen, they should have all the resources that they can get. And they are outplaying BSB at this point. Killer on the backlines as Farsa eliminates the Selena so easily. They take out the Granger as well. All of the members of BSB falling from the damage output of Blacklist International, and they will not stop. They know that they can take out the base. Blacklist International taking game 1.
Oh my god, Aqua. This guy on Farsa proved to be so much here for BSB. The controls, the damage, it was all there. Shider Cutie melted with 2 ticks from the feathered airstrike.
Exactly. I mean, Killer literally just went in, unstoppable force.
Yeah.
There was Glorious Pathway to help him out, by the way, which is also a very good combo with the unstoppable force because you can easily reach the backlines, and that's exactly what happened. I know Shider Cutie calculated that, and he will not be, the enemy will not reach him, but he did not take for account that the Glorious Pathway is good with all of the combos that Blacklist International does have, and that was amazing display. You know what? I want to ask, how good was Aqua in terms of his mechanical skill showcase in this game?
Well, this is a team that knows how to, you know, counter the Natalia.
Yeah.
And the thing about this, the gameplay of Blacklist International, they know that they need to move as 5. They have to utilize the Farsa, and man, did Aqua show up every single time that he has the opportunity to catch a hero. He does so in little effort. Like, the prediction is there, and you know, the pinpoint accuracy of every skill, the target selection, it was all perfect for Aqua.
So much mechanical skill display, and in-game knowledge. We want to talk more for sure, but I think we have to pass it on back to the panelist desk.
Or decisions na hindi maganda for the side of BSB. Maganda aggressive sila, pero yung too much kasi sinasama sila na lumalalim masyado yung, especially Granger, si Jarax. May nakita ko ganda ng pick-off Pero to the point na tumalon siya sa 3. Diba?
Yes, exactly. But here are the game highlights on that specific game. Game number 1 pa lang tayo dito on the second series. And as you can see dito, Breting and Prof B, on the early stages of the game, hindi nagmamatter so much yung Natalia. Even the caster itself, medyo hindi rin nila nakikita yung though onto the mid game, like what you've said, he has to, or he actually supposed to go for the Bruno.
Yes. Kailangan niya pumunta sa Bruno para maano yung Purify dito. Ng
Force.
Ma-force yung Purify. Also, as I can see, for the BSB, Shider is a little bit early to go in sa ating mga clashes.
A little bit
Pag naka-B sa laro siya, talagang pinapasok niya kahit yung mga teammates niya is sobrang too far.
I think the initial combo kasi yata for the BSB is the silence coming from the Natalia and the follow-up
Abyssal Arrow.
ng Abyssal Arrow. That can be an easy Abyssal Arrow. But what do you think, Prof B? Pinag-usapan natin kanina on the panel, the Natalia gonna be a double-edged sword for the side of BSB since yun nga alam din kung paano gamitin ng Blacklist International. But still on your screen right now, ladies and gentlemen, our match MVP, none other than Aqua. Kitang-kita naman natin with the Parsa. Dalawa lang tama lang ng feathered airstrike, Shider QT nabubura kagad.
The timing is so ganda.
Yes.
Para every time na may execution or may counter ang BSB, sinasagot ng Blacklist International with the, alam mo yung parang, lagi sila may sagot eh. Papalag sila, then mas maganda exchange. Lagi mas maganda ang palitan every time yung clash. Dikit nung una eh. Pero nakuha nila yung groove nila na lamang pala tayo dito. May point na 3 silang umabang sa Natali. Diba? So that time, alam na nila yung map control, dun sila medyo nakabuelo na isang maigi lang.
Ito I remember that specific thing. Meron din doon yung 4 na nasa bush, yung Blacklist International. Then dumaan doon mismo si Trevor the Natalia. Doon siya na-pick up siya kagad. So yun nga, medyo the Natalia didn't work well para sa side ng BSB. Pero and there's a little part of me na hindi ito yung traditional way mag-pick ng BSB. I'm ask you, Bertie.
I think they're trying to prove something sa Blacklist International. Like, hindi lang kayo yung pwedeng mag-Natalia. Pero, gaya nga nasabi ko kanina, hindi ka pwedeng mag-pick ng ganong hero kung yung hero na yun ay ginagamit din ng kabilang ng kalaban mo, di ba?
Tama. Tama yung sinasabi natin. And in terms of standing kasi neto, okay lang maglaro eh. Okay lang maglaro. Pero, not para sa panahon na to for the side of BSB. Bakit? Kasi alam natin yung point system eh.
Oo.
Diba? So, hindi mo na nga laro yun, plus the point system, hindi mo panahon para mag-experiment.
Yes.
Go back kung paano ka maglaro and hanapin nyo lang yung groove as a team up until makuha nyo yung timing.
So, is it safe to say ba yun na kung ano yung ginagawa nila during the qualifier? I think one time lang na natalo yata ang BSB sa buong qualifiers. Pero, well, this is still gonna be the regular season. Iba na yung mga kalaban nila rito compared dun sa qualifiers. Pero, like, I agree with you, Prof B, na I think BSB should really go for the way they pick, the way they play. And tingin ko, it's gonna be comfortable for both of them. Pero, eto na, ang ating drafting for the second series and the second game itself ng BSB versus Blacklist International. Still, Ling gonna be banned on this game. Pero, now, the DG will be put out dito ng Blacklist International. Ang ganda ng naging pasok ngayon dito ni Honda Beast sa laro na to. Berting, what do you think? Ano pa ba ang pwede nating abangan dito? Would you think another Natalia pick pa rin ba dito? Or they would set aside?
Feeling ko they will not pick the Natalia anymore here sa game number 2. Kasi nakita na natin yung resulta ng game number 1. So basically yung BSB, and take note, nasa gitna na tayo ng group stage. Sobrang crucial ng kada game, kada series. And BSB, gaya nga sabi mo, kailangan nilang bumalik sa dati nilang sila. Kasi nahirapan sila mag-adjust sa MPL eh.
Totoo yan, totoo. I agree with you, Berting. Pero kasi ito kung iisipin mo yung laro na yun, I don't think na hindi naglaro ng mahusay yung BSB. I think yung mechanical plays nila nandun. But the lineup itself, yung synergy ng mga hero nila, hindi nag-work doon sa lineup ngayon ng Blacklist International. Now, I think they would be going now for the Jawhead. I'm not sure kung nagiging usual pick nila to, Prof B, yung Jawhead.
May part na nagiging usual pick and somehow a deny or still pick ang ginagawa ng Blacklist International. I mean, ng BSB. Now, the scary part here sa larong ito, hindi mo na-differentiate yung difference ng wala si Dexter tsaka o pag nandyan si Honda Beast. Yes. It means na gumagana even the 6-man.
6-man,
Dyan medyo kailangan mag-isip-isip ng BSB. Sabi, umupo si Honda Beast, still gumana. Diba? So kahit anong palit-palit mo, nandun yung synergy ng Blacklist International habang nawawala sa kwartong madilim ang BSB. Sobrang hirap ng kalagayan ng BSB ngayon.
Tsaka yun yung talagang tulong ng 6-man eh. Kunwari, yung main lineup nyo parang medyo lugi.
Shumake.
Si 6-man ang papalit para medyo ma-perfect. Then, kung manalo ng game number 2, doon na lang pag-i-decide kung sino ba talaga yung maglalaro sa game number 3.
Yes, but here on the pick dito, high loss naman ngayon on the side of the BSB. Pero ito yung kahapon na medyo pinag-iisipan nila. I mean, talking to Bonchan yesterday, yung naging third pick nila, which is the Harit, which is they tend to lose nung laban na yun, na dapat Bruno yata yung pick nila nun. So, I think they have corrected dito sa specific na laban na to. They pick the carry na agad before pang maban. Kasi technically, that would be a ban ng BSB. So, sa pinakita ngayon on the draft dito ng Blacklist International and going back then as well with Honda Beast, kung mababalikan natin siya sa mga previous season, Honda Beast mostly tank siya. I don't see him playing any support. Pero what do you think dito, Prof B, sa meron ng carry ang Blacklist International? Is it deny ba para rin against, lagi kong binabalikan, still Uranus is on na dito. Well, meron naman na tayo dito ang Johet. Would you think that's gonna be a very, very good pick para sa side ng Blacklist International?
Possible. Kasi once na pumika ng carry, nasi-secure mo yung damage, and maaari pa nga itong mauwi sa double mage, double marksman setup.
Pwede.
Na-open pa kasi ang Kimi dito eh. And mind you, Rob, my friend,
Okay.
inalis na dito yung direct counter, which is si Lolita. Ang tanong is, gogawin ba to ng Blacklist International or they're going for their usual double tank setup?
Yun din yung nasa isip ko kanina for the BSB. Kala ko magtutuman marksman eh.
Oo, diba? Kasi may setup eh.
Possible.
May suntok eh.
Tsaka, Kimi is one of the heroes na pwede mo pang counter sa isang Parsa, also the carry. Kasi yung range difference ng dalawang hero, sobrang laki ng agwat, di ba?
Tsaka, the double tank setup talaga is only gonna be viable as well if you already secure the carry or ban the carry.
Yes.
So, doon pa lang makikita mo in regards with the drafting, medyo nakalamang somehow dito, Blacklist International. Pero syempre, gusto ko marinig sa inyo on the second game dito, BSB versus Blacklist International. Ikaw naman ang una kong tatanungin, Berting, who would you go for the pick dito?
I think I will go for the Blacklist International because of the burst damage from Parsa, Selena, and carry as well in the late game potential. Also yung front lane din sobrang initiator and counter initiator.
Trophy.
I'll go for Blacklist International. They have a balanced lineup for early, mid, up until sa late game. So medyo magsishake lang dito ang side ng BSB pagdating sa mid. Kasi alam naman natin medyo kumukulang ang damage ng isang Granger. Later on na kailangan abangan natin yun.
Ako, syempre, ang panel host most of the time ang nagbe-break dito sa dalawang panel. They go both for Blacklist International. Ako naman, still, lineup-wise, going to the late game, I would go for Blacklist International. But I would like to see a very good execution ng early game dito from BSB. I would go for BSB. That's gonna be a 2-1. Pero syempre, pakinggan natin ang sasabihin ng ating mga casters. Please take it away.
Thank you so much from the panelist desk. This is already game 2 of this best of 3 series between Blacklist International and BSB. Your casters, Wolf and Midnight. There was a very interesting lineup here from Blacklist International, kind of taking a blast from the past. We are seeing Akai and Carry. Do you like this lineup from Blacklist International? Will they take the 2-0 because of this?
I think it's a very good execution. It's a very good execution of idea here to have an Akai against the Hydus. The thing is, you push a lot of heroes out of the glorious pathway, so there's a lot of protection here on the carry. But I do think PSB, they have the capability to take this to take this lineup into the mid game and utilize the dual fighter setup to have the maximum impact in the game.
We can see, however, that Aqua will be back on his Farsa, and Edward will now be playing the Selena. It's going to be interesting to see how Edward will play this out. Cap 1 with Trevor, very aggressive on this blue buff take. As already traps from Edward are being set up. They will be able to take out the other minion, the other creep from the starter choker.
Quite low here.
They are.
The traps of the Selena.
But look at Aqua. Very nice usage of the wings by wings. The buff will be reset at this point. 5 members of BSB now on the backside. They will take a 1. That's a Thams and the Rafaela as well. 2. Make it a 3 actually for BSB, down for the count. Riddler chasing the stun connects, and they will take it out. Double kill. Will it be a third one now? But that was 5 in total from Blacklist International.
This is a disaster. The carry gets all, not all kills, but he gets full participation during that entire fight. And Blacklist International, they're leading 3,000 gold against BSB, and mind you, this is a carry lineup.
You know the biggest mistake that BSB did? They tried to chase Aqua, and afterwards they went for a Uranus. You don't have the necessary tools to go up against the Race. Vengeance was there, and it gave Riddler free control of that specific skirmish. He was freely hitting from long distance, and it seems like Edward Aqua combination is gonna be there.
You know what? This game is over. Blacklist International
I agree.
might have secured the the entire game with that skirmish alone. All five heroes on the side of BSB. They fell to Farsa, Selena, and the carry. Mind you, Blacklist International, they're waiting for the late game. BSB, they're waiting for their proper timings. And now, the late game comes much faster
you
for
see,
Blacklist International.
Wilson.
Who is getting chased down by
I like the flame shot, by the way. That was from Trevor to slow down Killer, so he will not be able to catch up to Wilson. And Wilson does have the level 4 Cotton Inferno ready, but not enough, as Killer is indeed a killer in this game. Uranus will be able to secure that kill.
Well, Riddler is free farming in the bottom lane. He is up against a Jawhead. The Farza is getting a lot of pressure, a lot of applied pressure here on BSB. And the Granger, he needs more. He needs a lot of time to be able to come up online. And by the time he does so, this lineup of Blacklist International will be too powerful to stop.
Now, Killer, I have overstepped his bounds here. Does have the ultimate. Dodges the flame shot, but will not be able to dodge the 4 members of BSB. A very nice answer from BSB, but that's Blacklist International getting a lot out of the map.
They use the pathway here to get to the turtle much faster, but the Uranus has cleared 2 waves. That's very important now. Blacklist, they want to fight. They caught the Rafaela first, and the Farsa. Here comes the better airstrike. The steal! Oh my god, Aqua gets the turtle kill against BSB, and they will get the Hylos as well. Oh my god, such disastrous game here for BSB.
Now Jirax, no trap. Nice ejector from Shider Cutie to help his teammate. Unstoppable force, but Blacklist International will still be able to get what they came for. Still a kill and probably a mid lane push.
Oh my god, this is worse than the outbreak. This is worse than the lockdown. BSB, you lock yourself inside your base as Blacklist International. There's an impending power spike, even more so than yours. And BSB, Trevor, he wants to go for a counterplay here, but Blacklist International, they're in the position to stop everything that BSB wants to do, and the flame shots are there to take him down. Trevor goes down for the count.
I like that they're using Aqua as the spotter for the sniper word in there. But of course, the damage output from Blacklist International is so good. Flame shots flying, and they have trapped Wilson once again. Stun connects!
God.
They don't even need it, but it was given to them. Blacklist International kills the Thams and then takes down the turret in the top lane.
It's a very nice execution here by Blacklist International. Just the thought of having the Farsa and Selena together, the slow from the feathered airstrike into the arrow. There's a lot of kill potential here for Blacklist. The arrow will not hit Jiraxo though, but Aqua is here to make sure that nobody contests the push of the carry.
Oh, yeah. And they cleared out the minion wave. They take out the turret. They jump into Cap 1 this time. Stun is good. Honda Beast looking for an angle. Some of the flame shot. When will he's jumped? That's it. That's going to be the 1,000 pounder. Purify is flying in. But now Killer actually doing so much damage. Either Cutie from the backlines just to stop the feathered airstrike. But that will give a little bit of space for BSB to defend the mid lane.
Well, that's the thing. BSB, they're making space, and Blacklist International, that's what they want. They want space on the carry. If this game goes late, BSB, yes, you might find your stride, but you're already facing up a monster.
Yeah.
Aqua on this Farsa is 505. He's already says he already has the lightning truncheon, and he is building up to the Holy Crystal.
You know what's the worst thing about BSB right now? BSB, their draft is okay in terms of the early game, but Jiraxno not have, with the Granger, being the Granger, not having any impact at all the early game and the mid game, of course. That is extremely bad. Now Jiraxno gonna take so much damage. Farsa eliminates him. Riddler onto the advance as he takes out Trevor. They take out the buff as well. Blacklist International, my goodness. They're all over the place.
Just the reach of the Farsa Selena with
Stun
dual
from
flame shots. Once again, Feather Death Strike. The Hylos is out. Hotnabist survives. And the Thams goes down as well. Carry gets the kill, and
It's
they're
over.
in front of the base. This is over, ladies and gentlemen. Blacklist International, 6 minutes in, are marching in front of the base of BSB.
And the stun once again. Killer jumps in. Nice ejector play as Trevor will be safe from Aqua's feathered airstrike. However, bottom lane, a cannon in there to push the turret.
No. He was not safe. That was a mercy play from
Okay.
Blacklist International. There were 2 flame shots, and
Okay.
they didn't throw it.
Now they're throwing something this time. That's the arrow connection onto Shider Cutie. But of course, they will not try to go for that play. This is just 6 minutes in. You have the golden staff already available on top of the endless battle
And there's
for
an
Riddler.
immortality on Honda. Oh my god.
It's a disaster indeed. And I'm not seeing any way for Blacklist International to lose this. I don't want to be... I don't want to sugarcoat it at all.
Yeah.
This game is already over.
We want to be as much hopeful as possible with Blacklist International. There's no real way for them to throw this, even if they lose, let's say 2 or 3 team fights. Look at the towers! 5 towers are still standing here for Blacklist International. Look at once again! Oh my god, Aqua!
That was off of an arrow from Edward that BSB should be dodging. And now, Shider Cutie trapped, and the flame shot's in there. Draw it down, and like I said, Blacklist International, they're going to take this game so easily. Perhaps the most one-sided game that we'll ever see MPL Season 5. Jiraxdu with one shot of their strike, already down to half HP. Wilson is going to go down.
God, the damage output.
Damage cap 1 might fall. The stun onto Trevor. They take out Riddler this time. But the base, of course, it will be bombarded by the cannon and the rest of Blacklist International to take
once again.
game 2-0 so quickly for Blacklist International.
Oh my freaking lord. That was one of the fastest, if not the fastest game we've seen here in MPL. And my god, Aqua and Edward, the two star players on the side of Blacklist International.
Man.
Does provide a lot of breathing room for Blacklist. Oh my god.
I was kind of shy I was kind of shy about saying that the game was over after the 5-man loss. You mentioned that it was over, and
yeah, let's be honest, it was over.
I didn't want to say it because I'm a caster. I'm supposed to kind of make a good mood for BSB,
Oh
but we know that the game was over before it even.
They have a carry.
They had a carry with 1-0 and 4, and there's just not much to say. It was Blacklist International out-drafting for 2 consecutive games BSB. That has been it from the Casters Deck. It's midnight. My name is Wolf. Maybe the panel will close this one out for us.
Yung tawag nila doon sa mga hindi
Alam
pa
mo,
anime. Oo.
Gustong-gusto ko magpasalamat sa Manjin Butan. Kasi hindi ko na naabutan yung mga yun eh.
Totoo.
Lalo na yung binanggit ni
Na-imagine ko na lang eh, dahil sa kanila.
Yung
Maraming salamat,
yung
Manjin Bu.
BTX.
Totoo yan.
BTX, hindi ko alam yun.
Exactly. Pero ito, panoorin muna natin mga kaibigan. Actually, tignan natin dito kung what a total dominant performance dito coming from the Blacklist International. Kung meron tayo, I think it's an 18-0 way back nung sa execution. May panibago na naman tayo. It's a 19-2. Sobrang convincing ng pinakita. And panoorin natin dito ang game highlights on the game number 2.
Alam mo sa part sa akin na hindi masyado, kunyari, matatanong tayo ano ba nangyari. Sa drafting pa lang, safe para sa akin, I can say na outdraft. Outdraft. Once na pa-outdraft ka, the missed positions, look at that, the decisions, as early as 1 minute, na wipe out sila. Diba?
Isa yun sa factor kaya sila talagang parang one-sided yung nangyari laban sa Blacklist International. I think for the BSP, nagtangka talaga sila. I think yung mindset nila na kaya naman nila mag-invade in the early game. Pero kasi yung burst damage in the early game mismo ng Blacklist ay nandun lalo na kay Parsa and Selena.
Tama. Tinan mo, yung kanina na-pick off yung Rafaela, simple flame shot lang na sunod-sunod. It's on point, the synergy is there, the shot call, plus the draft. Walang sinagot sa bawat tanong ng Blacklist ang BSB.
Would you agree with me, both of you? BSB dito, sa drafting, sabi nga natin sa drafting pa lang medyo tagilid na sila. Execution, napakita naman ng Blacklist International that they have what it takes. Pero kung iisipin mo, kung based sa drafting ng BSB,
may sense naman.
No, yes, the sense is there. Pero what I mean is, yung pinipick nila dito is comfortable pick for specific na mga players. Kumbaga, they draft on the comfortable pick ng player. It's not about kung ano yung dapat.
I think for me, hindi eh. Talagang rumano sila dun sa kalaban eh. Kasi si Shider, bihira ko lang makita more on mage, di ba?
Mid-mage. Medyo lumiko sila doon. Yun nga yung pinag-usapan natin. Medyo hindi nga gumana or hindi nila nilaro yung laro nila. Naligaw talaga sila sa sarili.
Nag-react talaga sila sa drafting ng Blacklist.
Yes, pero ito, our match MVP is still gonna be Aqua. Pero I think meron tayong i-interviewin through video call. It's gonna be the manager of Blacklist International. At may slight changes agad. It's gonna be Aqua na lang daw. Pero shoutouts to the manager. It's Paolo Bago, the manager of Blacklist International. Pero let's wait kung ano ang sasabihin dito ni Aqua about the game.
Medyo one-sided nga. Medyo one-sided.
Tingin na. Kanina. Doon pa lang sa pinapanood natin yung laban ng game number 2. Lalong-lalo na yung unang invade. Yun, napakalaking factor ng maubos kayo ng 1 minute, di ba?
Actually, may point si Berting, may sense yung draft. Kasi pwede kang mag-invade. You have to revitalize na nakaready kay Hylos. Meron kang sustain coming from the Rafaela. Siguro yung timing sa pagpasok, nung masyado na silang malalim, tapos next na sila.
Tsaka ang ginawa nila,
execution.
yung napansin ko, para silang nag-audition sa Blue Box.
Isa-isa.
Parang, tapos ka na, next. Ganun eh.
Kumbaga, hindi nila na-maximize doon yung revitalize. Kasi whenever you have the revitalize, kailangan sama-sama kayo doon sa Regios or sa Bilog mismo.
Indeed.
Pero so, yun nga, nag-audition sila dito. Though, medyo may part na bumabangon pa sila before going into the mid-game. Kaso sobrang flawless ng rotation na pinakita ng Blacklist International. Tingin mo, Prof, ano yung pwedeng nabago dito? Given na wipeout sila kagad, ano yung pinaka-proper reset ng BSB from that moment?
From that moment, dapat tinignan nila yung mismong laro. Lagi ko sinasabi nung pag naglalaro ang Blacklist International, safe to say na Blacklist International ang pinakamalakas sa early game na team. So, kung that time nilalak nyo na kagad, automatic kaya nyo makabalik.
Yes. Well, I think nandito na yata si Aqua on the screen na ito. Pakinggan natin dito. Our match MVP, both games, if I'm not mistaken. Diba? It's gonna be Aqua. Aqua, kamusta?
Okay lang po.
So, medyo bumalik na tayo dito. Blacklist International, medyo coming from the loss ng execration ngayon. Another 2-0 under your belt. Ano specifically yung mga nabago dito? Mas naging komportable ba kayo ngayon na nandyan kayo sa bootcamp ng Blacklist International?
Okay naman dito.
Simple lang ang sagot dito
Okay
ni
naman
Aqua.
dito.
Okay lang dito. Pero ito, Aqua, we were actually talking with Coach Bonchan yesterday. Ang picking nyo the last time pala sa execration is more on yung hero mo yung napaprioritize. Meron pa kung if it's okay na i-out yung information, medyo may ano yung nagnabago coming from the draft dito kasi bumalik yung group ng Blacklist International.
Nakamali lang sila ng band kaya sabi sila.
I'm sorry?
Mumble rap.
Sorry. Ako hindi siya naintindihan. Ano ulit? Sorry.
Ano to?
In regards with the draft, ano yung nabago coming dito sa game nyo ngayon sa BSB?
Ano lang?
Ayun.
Baka nag-time na.
Tsaka ako may tanong din ako sa kanya na gusto ko itanong sa kanya na sino ba yung mas kasi Honda ito yung unang laro ni Honda. Tingin mo ba mas okay ba si Honda o si Dexter, no? Para pa nag-aaway natin Pero yung gameplay kasi ng magkabilang parehas na players is magkaiba di ba?
Siguro the best question for that is
okay
ano
ba?
yung naiba? Nung
yun,
si Honda Beast na yung naglaro sa role ni Captain Dexter.
Sa ano lang siguro yung parehas lang naman
Parehas lang. Ayaw nila mag-away. Pero ikaw, Prof, do you have any questions sa ating match MVP?
Wala naman.
Well, anyway,
ayaw sila
Aqua,
mag-away.
nakita naman namin. Once again, congratulations. Another 2-0 para sa Blacklist International. Do you have shoutouts, especially sa mga sumusuporta sa Blacklist?
Shoutout sa Blacklist International, sa kay Boss Pau, sa family ko, Antonio family, and sumusuporta sa girlfriend ko.
Iyon, inspired naman pala si Aqua. Aqua, maraming salamat. Alam ko, hindi ko na makontain yung excitement nyo dyan dahil another 2-0 na naman para sa inyong team. Pero once again, that actually wraps it up para sa araw nating ito. But first, we would like to thank our sponsor dito that this event is presented to you by Smart, our official sponsor, Realme smartphones, our official gaming headset, Logitech, and this event is organized to you by Moonton. And as well, if you would like to watch MPL Season 5 smoothly here on Facebook and YouTube as well, just dial, for the Giga Games 99, just dial *123# and choose Giga Games 99. So before we wrap this one off, dito kasama ko sa panel, Berting and Prof B, do you have final words specifically na nangyari doon sa laro na yun?
Stay safe, everyone. Yun lang. Stay safe. Siyempre, like yung page ko, Berting Cast sa Facebook. And yun, stay safe.
Yun lang din. Like nyo rin na yung Facebook ko. Ayun, Prof Sanity. Ayun, Prof. O kaya search nila Prof B. Maraming salamat sa mga sumusuporta sa MPL. And of course, meron pa rin tayo bukas.
Yes, meron tayo bukas. And just to add it in, mga kaibigan, sa mga hindi narinig kanina yung announcement natin, the MPL regular season 5 will commence or start, hindi na 6 p.m. It's gonna be 1 p.m. na bukas. So medyo mapapaaga tayo ng konti in regards, syempre, with the curfew and the lockdown as well dito. Maraming nangyayari. And yun nga, sa amin dito sa mga panel, stay safe. At iiwan ko muna kayo dito sa top 5 plays of the series brought to you by Realme.
Still waiting for your epic battle? Wait no more. Make the switch to Smart LTE. And experience greatness with the country's fastest mobile data network.
Fighting Kimmy! Let the weak melt away! Legendary! Double kill! Legendary! Double kill! Triple kill! You have slain an enemy! Ally has been double kill! Triple kill! Maniac! An enemy has been slain! Your team destroyed a turret! Legendary! Attack! Double kill!
Download for free Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Only love and night are everlasting.
Hi everyone, our hero in this episode is Cecilion, the Embrace of Night. The more damage he deals, the stronger he becomes. He's also capable of dealing burst damage. Now, follow me and master his gameplay within 3 minutes. In the choice of equipment, we highly recommend this set. While dealing burst damage, Cecilion as a mage also consumes a lot of mana. Therefore, Clock of Destiny, Demon Shoes, and Lightning Truncheon can greatly increase his durability. After obtaining the equipment above, you need to prioritize Concentrated Energy and Blood Wings to enhance Cecilion's survivability during close quarter combat. Finally, Holy Crystal will be really useful in greatly enhancing his already explosive damage. Each time Cecilion hits a target, his max mana will be increased. Moreover, his skill damage boosts as his mana increases. That's why he gets stronger each time he deals damage. Activate his first skill to increase his movement speed when escaping, chasing after enemies, or simply trying to move quickly. Of course, don't use it continuously as this skill consumes a lot of mana. In the laning phase, Cecilion is quite advantageous as his attack range is very long. After reaching level 2, activate activate his second skill and then use the first skill to deplete and suppress enemies. It may be a little bit hard for Cecilion to use his first skill alone to hit targets. However, combined with the crowd control effect generated by the second skill, no one can escape. In mid and late game, when team fights burst out frequently, it is wise for Cecilion to activate his ultimate in advance to slow enemies down. Then he can use combo in sequence with first, second, and then back to first skill again to control enemies and deal sustained damage. Cecilion can deal explosive damage by continuously activating first skill when in team combat. In early to mid game, Cecilion needs time to farm in order to increase his max mana. Therefore, he can deal more damage and activate his first skill more frequently. So please, be patient during this stage. In late game, when team fights burst out frequently, please choose a good spot to make full use of Cecilion's long-range attack and crowd control ability. In cooperation with allies, it's easy to snag victory in team fights. That's all for the new hero. Stay tuned to Road to Mythic and rank up as you wish. See you next episode.
Download for free Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Realme 5i, quad camera battery king, Realme smartphone. Dare to leap.
It's time to go to the NXT show for some fun. We can be good friends, indeed. You know, magic will deeply connect us all. Come on, let's play some games, please.
First blood, double kill. Triple kill, mega kill. Monster kill. Shut down. Legendary. Double kill. Has been destroyed. Maniac.
Download for free Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Still waiting for your epic battle? Wait no more. Make the switch to Smart LTE. And experience greatness with the country's fastest mobile data network.
Still swords run deep. Alone.
Unstoppable. An enemy has been slain. Legendary. Double kill. Legendary. An ally has turret has been destroyed. Legendary. Request backup. An ally has been legendary. Mega kill. Double kill. Triple kill. Legendary. An ally has been slain. Your team destroyed a turret. Godlike.
Download for free Mobile Legends Bang Bang.